Yeah. We're back. Game 5 of the Miami Heat and the Denver Nuggets. We're gonna talk about it right after this. Hey, all I gotta say, if Jimmy Buckets playoff Jimmy Buckets got a bag, he better get in it. Right now, the Denver Nuggets up 79-76 with 6 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. If Jimmy Buckets has a bag, he better get in it. They're down 5 now. Jamal Murray just hit a big shot. So we're gonna go the scores right quick. We got Bam on the bottle, whatever his name is. Anyway, 20 points. He's 9 for 20. That's inefficient. 12 rebounds. That's good. 1 turnover. That's a good game. Strus, 12 points, 5 for 10, 1 for 4 from 3, 7 rebounds. Butler, 8 points. If Jimmy playoff buckets got a bag, he better get in it. Huh?
Shots fired.
If Jimmy playoff buckets got a bag, he better get in it. Gabe Vincent, 6 points, 3 for 11. Jimmy Butler, 2 for 12. Terrible. 5 assists. Yeah, he ain't doing it right now. Kyle Lowry, 3 points. He just hit a big 3 not too long. Kevin Love, 3 points. Sorry. Kyle Lowry, 12 points. He just hit a big 3 not too long ago. Caleb Martin, 10 points. We ain't seen him all playoffs. Where you been, Caleb? Caleb, we need you. Where you at, man? This is a closeout game, baby. Y'all got to show up. Duncan Robinson, 5 points. Go to the Nuggets side. Yoke doing his thing already. First half, he was in foul trouble. He got 24 points, 15 rebounds, 4 assists. So at least they're keeping the assists down. But 15 rebounds, that's tough. Michael Porter Jr., 16 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists. Jamal Murray, 14 points. They're keeping him in check tonight. 6 for 14, inefficient. 8 rebounds. Caldwell Pope, 6 points. Aaron Gordon, 4 points. He just had a major block just now. Bruce Brown, 6 points. The bench. So right now, what's going good for the Miami Heat? The bench of the Denver Broncos aren't playing too well. Points wise, anyway, they are a total 3, 5, 7 for 19 from the field. And also Jokic doesn't have a lot of assists. So he's gotten his points, but his points are low for him. But he's only 10 for 13 from the field, so that's good. And Jamal Murray, 14 points. So the Miami Heat are hanging in there. But this is time for playoff Jimmy Buckets to get in a bag, put his hand in there, and pull something out. Hopefully, a win. And push this thing back to Miami. What y'all think about that? Because right now, they kind of been running off of Bam. They've been going down, getting a lot of turnovers, which obviously is not what you're trying to do. But they've been going down, getting a lot of turnovers, miscues, right here down the stretch is what I'm talking about. But they gotta do something. Right here down the stretch is what I'm talking about. Get out of there. So we're gonna see if these boys gonna do what they made of. 8 points, Jimmy. Right now, if let's say Miami was up, Jimmy, I don't think would get the MVP. I don't know who would get it for the Heat. Probably Bam. Even though Jimmy, you know what I'm saying, what the Heat coaches say, says that he doesn't care about that. But you gotta want that MVP, baby. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that he has to get it, but just like Steph all those years, Iguodala had it, and he didn't have one. So 81-76. I got 6 minutes, 31 seconds left. Just remember, I'm streaming, so I might be behind some of y'all, but Struce just missed a 3. Man, if it's me, I think also they need to get old boy in that pick and roll. They need to get big boy in the pick and roll. It's a terrible foul. He's trying to play some D, but that's a terrible foul right there by Caldwell Pope. But I think they should try to get Jokic in that pick and roll. Too slow-footed. You know, it's a stigma around the league. He can't guard it, so I'm gonna try it out. You know, see what these boys made of. But I mean, Butler passed that up. Why he do that? That was terrible. He sometimes, but I mean, you try to get your boys involved in it, but sometimes you're just being too passive, and that's what Jimmy Butler just did right there. He's been too passive, especially with this much time left in the game, and then they go and get an air ball. That's what just happened. So Jimmy, you gotta do something. Where that bag at? What that Christmas bag? You gotta get in it. Tyler didn't play. I thought he was definitely gonna get some play tonight, but I guess that's not gonna happen. Even if this game goes 7, he may not. Look at that. How do they leave Gordon on that? That's too easy. That's too easy. Obviously, it was a mishap. Then he can control it, but you can't leave Joker there and let him get the ball and just turn and just throw a lob. Like that's basic. Somebody got to have more court awareness. You got to do more than that. You gotta. Whoa. You gotta do more than that, Jimmy. Jimmy, I need you to make better decisions there, buddy. You getting the ball, kicking it out. You the best player. You supposedly the best player on the team. You gotta take that shot. You gotta take that shot, get a foul, and 1. Get into the body of him. Give me something, Jimmy. Give me something. I said this game going 7. But right now, y'all don't act like it. You know what I'm saying? Nope. Yeah, they right now the way this thing is looking as they go down the stretch, got 5 minutes left. Anything can happen. They're only down 5 points. Let's not, I'm not trying to overreact here. Lord have mercy. Not trying to overreact here, but Miami gotta get that thing moving. Woo! If they want to come out on top and force a game 6. I thought I ain't gonna lie. I thought this game at least go 6. You know what I'm saying? But I said 7 games, so let's make it happen. They're making it tough and tougher. 7 points. 7 points for 4. I think Denver about to be dropping the confetti. Let's see how this. Okay. They about to be dropping the confetti. Hey, you better get in that bag, boy. You might have to let people set you up instead of you having the ball. Move without the ball. That's a nice little play by Caleb. But man, sometimes you up under that rim. I just want to see you put that thing up. Get a foul. Ooh, Caldwell Pope. You can't trade 3 for 3s. You can't trade 2 for 2s. You can get 3s and they get 2s. And they've been not so well from the free throw line too. Meaning the Denver Nuggets. Butler came down, hit him with nothing. Okay, Butler, 82-86, 4-point lead, 3 minutes left, low 3 minutes left. You gotta play offensive wars. You gotta play hustle defense, but also basic. Get back to the basics. Get back to the basics, people. Oh, Butler was foul on the 3. You about to get 3 free throws. You got this clutch time. You hit these three, you down by one, baby. Yeah, that didn't look like a foul to me. Probably gonna be overturned. I didn't see up top. I was looking down low. Looked like Jimmy almost get the man in the nuts, but we gonna see. We gonna see. You know, I mean the Miami Heat, man. They got to put Jokic in that pick and roll, man. I think that's about the only way to, with his size, to be able to get around him. It's been a problem trying to get around him. And he doesn't, he's not considered a shot blocker. So if you can get around him, Bam can use his speed, whoever, that's what I would do. Put him in the pick and roll, try to get some fouls, get to the free throw line. No, we ain't got that much time left, but that's what I would do. I'm making him run the rest of this game. He ain't gonna stop running. I know he's in good shape, but that's what I'm gonna try, I think. And get some wide open shots. Get wide open shots off that pick and roll. High pick and roll. Bang, bang, boogie. And I'm doing a high pick and roll because I don't think he can get back fast enough on the defense to be able to recover on that defensive side. Now they probably just have him, and if I'm on the other team, if I'm the Nuggets, I'm gonna have him kind of fade off with the roller. Miami haven't really been hitting the three lately. I mean, they hit two, Jimmy hit two. Definitely not a foul. But well, if they come down in his spot, then they don't allow him to come down. That'd be the only thing I can see on that, possibly. But they didn't touch him up top, so they gotta allow him the room to come down. So we're gonna see what these referees call. But yeah, that's what I would do. If I'm Denver's coach, if they run that pick and roll, I'm edging towards the roll guy. I'm gonna probably not let you have the three, but that's gonna be your option to take. And then if I'm the Miami Heat, I'm going high pick and roll and see how they're gonna play it. But this do or die, baby. I think, depending upon how this play goes, let's see how this happens, because we might be about to see a spectacular finish. Goliath is obviously the Denver Nuggets trying to beat down the little small David. Yeah, that's the only thing I can come up with. And that's legit, if you ask me. And I'm not saying this as a Miami Heat fan, or I'm not even really a fan of the Miami Heat. But if you don't allow the man to land, then he can twist his ankle, different things like that. Y'all already know that. I'm just saying that off the way they call the games, off the way things go. Let's see. Arthur says Miami need to make buckets, though. What's good with putting him in the pick and roll only to miss shots right at the basket? Yeah, I mean, I feel you on that. But I'm putting what I'm saying is I'm putting Yoke in the pick and roll because I don't think he can get back fast enough if you're putting him and Bam in the pick and roll. And then, but if I'm on the other side of the ball, I'm going to I'm going to tell Yoke to drop back with the roller anyway. So got my boy sitting Politic in the house. What's going on, sir?
Yes, sir. Everything's great. Man, when you can you hear the game coming through my headset?
No.
Okay, I'm just making sure because I think my phone's Bluetooth to this, and I don't want y'all to hear. I'm watching the game off my phone now. I'm great though, brother. How's everything going with you? I had to hop on here. I saw Sleepy Joe was running the podcast.
Hey,
I'm
man.
all here with the hate. I'm just playing. I like to keep it fresh, brother. It's been a great show. I've been watching. Well, I watched a little bit. When I asked if you were going live tonight, man, I didn't expect for you to hit me with the link immediately. You feel me?
Honestly, I didn't even see the text. Yeah,
Oh,
because y'all be killing me. I have to put y'all on silent sometime, man. It'd be 2 a.m.
That's
You
so
know what I'm saying? And then I forget to take it off. Somebody text last night. I was like, Lord have mercy.
Do you not turn your phone down? Can't you just do that? Or like, you know what I mean?
Well, I got to keep it on for my alarm in the morning.
Try do not disturb, that mode that iPhone ad in 2019.
Yeah, I don't like that ad. I don't like that.
All right,
Just
cool.
in case, my mom and something got a call. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I feel you. Whatever, it's all good. Hey, but you do whatever you want. But I mean, if our opinions aren't important enough for you to keep the ringer, we could be saying something interesting at 3 a.m. It'd be me mostly in the morning because I'll be up editing wild shit.
I'd be doing it too.
Oh no, you're one of the main people that hit me back at 4 a.m. Yeah, you and Davrick, man, y'all two. I can count on you. Wait, but yeah, this game's incredible. In fact, I mean, he actually do something here.
Yeah, I was saying, if Jimmy got a bag, he better get in it.
Yeah. No, I mean, he's doing something right now, and I mean, he's really not. But
I mean, he hit 2 threes. I think he got like 14 points now. Finally,
gotcha.
11. You're 14 now.
I think I missed that. Right now, I'm around the 2-minute mark.
Yeah, he hit the threes earlier.
Yeah. Okay.
I think he hit 2 in a row.
No, I believe that. Yeah, just while getting on here, I wasn't watching. Oof.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
88.
That's what I'm saying. It's serious right now. Really. I mean, this is a huge opportunity for them to. I mean, really, it's a do or die game, obviously, for them to get eliminated if they don't win. But in Denver, this is really interesting to have the opportunity to send it back to Miami.
Yeah, I mean, this is crazy. I was saying I put Joker in the pick and roll, high pick and roll. Now, if I'm Denver, I might relax him and have him go at the roll guy for the most part, and kind of give them the 3 to take. But if I'm Miami, I'm putting him in the pick and roll because I don't think he's fast enough to get back. If to try to cover both an edge one or whatever the case might be, or to get back, you got a quick-footed guy like Bam. There it goes. That's what I'm trying.
Hey,
I know this ain't about to be no jump ball.
It's a me, Italiano. Hello. Look at this, man. Come on. Get these fucking guys out of here. It's time to send them home. I appreciate
that's a bad boy. I like Bruce, man. Bruce is I like him. He come off my bench anytime. For real. Him and Casey. I like Casey people. I really like what's his name? Bruce Brown.
Yep.
Got him. Nope. 111 left. This is crazy. I feel like the Heat gonna pull it out some kind of way. I don't know how. I just feel like this thing going to game 7. Hello, Auntie April. I feel like I meant to say game 6, but I think it's gonna go to game 7. Cause Father's Day, they gotta have something for Father's Day, man.
Yeah, because it's rigged, right?
Yeah, because it's definitely rigged, definitely. So they gotta have something. I think that's what did it right there. That miss right there. Everything I thought.
Right here. Hey, Cole, I'm about to double stream this, Cole.
Cool.
Yeah, we gotta lock in. We definitely gotta lock in. Gates Open Media. Check this man out.
Oh, what is Jimmy doing? Jimmy just gave the game away. He's trying to give it away.
That's what I'm saying. This isn't going past here. The Miami Heat have to fight for literally every single bucket they get.
It's right.
Why?
Right.
Oh my God, he ran through. We're probably not the same place, but Jokic just ran through the whole team. Fuck it. He missed the shot, but it was like, sheesh. I'm at the 40.
Well, keep watching because you about to see something ridiculous in about 5 seconds.
90 is what I'm saying. 30-second mark. Jimmy Butler 1-on-1. Really take it. Oh my God. Why didn't he? Why did he take it? Why did he take it to the rim? He literally got underneath the rim and gave up on it. Oh my God. He's gonna think about that the rest of his life.
We got Duke Andretti in the building.
Bro, did you see that just now? Jimmy Butler? Bro, he had the one-on-one, took it to the rim, and fucking pussied at the end. Look at this. Oh, God, I'm watching it right now. It hurts.
Yeah, that was. I was like
$200 on that play.
You won 200.
Oh, you won? Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
What,
I love
a certain amount of turnovers.
No, I bet on the game.
Beautiful. You bet on the Nuggets to win.
92-89, 24.7 seconds left, folks. What y'all think? Who y'all pulling for? What y'all want to happen? We going for these Miami Heat. The Nuggets today.
The Nuggets.
I definitely didn't have the Nuggets winning this game, though. I won't lie about that.
I thought the Nuggets were going to win. Literally. I mean, for me, the Nuggets is just their play style is so devastating. Nobody has anybody to stop Jokic. He just really gets it. He has his way. Every game really has his way. And then another thing, to be honest, that I've been really impressed with, and I feel like we see this every season, is somebody finds a diamond in the rough like Aaron Gordon, and they get the fucking most out of him. Aaron Gordon's been a star in these finals for real. Yeah. Like,
and I think he's been overrated. I ain't gonna say overrated. I think he's been like below average his whole career
for the street.
Orlando.
Just so y'all know it right now. Yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely.
Nah, I wouldn't say he's been underrated. I wouldn't say he's been overrated.
I'm playing, but no, I agree. I agree. We're wilding out. No, I mean, overrated. I think when he first came into the league, like his athleticism and stuff like that, people were really impressed with. But I think people didn't appreciate what he could bring in an all-around game, as far as just like energy and just presence down low. Like he just takes up so much space down there too, and it's so athletic. Yeah. He can get to the ball.
Well, I've been thinking he's been playing below average.
Well, I agree, especially in Orlando. But I mean, I think also we have to like put in perspective what we should expect from certain guys. Like Draymond Green, his numbers don't look crazy or anything like that. But at the end of the day, his impact on the game is significant. He kind of reminds me of that kind of player in that way, or like a Dennis Rodman, like where they just have a certain utility that.
Well,
I don't know, bro. He's been dropping like
this
20,
thing over
15, 30.
It's over.
Sure. Well, I mean, and it's a different kind of game today. He can pull up. He's pulled up a few times and hit some big shots.
Yeah, he actually played like shit today.
This thing over. Right.
Let's take the spotlight away from him, I guess. Shit.
Yeah, he played like shit today, but he's a good player.
All right, so I guess the game's over right now. Oh my god, they fumble fucked it. God, Jimmy Butler.
This on you, Jimmy.
I don't know. He might not be able to live this one down, bro.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, this series is on Jimmy. He played like shit this whole series for the most part, except for maybe one game.
I think they were outmatched. Like to put the series, I wouldn't put the series on them because it's like, look, I put the series on the Denver Nuggets coming in with the biggest stick in this game in the series and dropping the nuts
series on fucking Pat Riley for not fucking building a better fucking roster. The roster should have been complete by this year. No, ain't no mean I just hear. He should have fucking got that shit fucking right.
No, I'm saying that's a good point because who went into the year? I mean, and realistically, I don't think the guys say, we're going to move to the finals with this team. I mean, realistically, you know what I'm saying? You all go in there all hyped and stuff, but realistically, you don't think you're about to make it to the finals with this squad.
Okay, well,
I wouldn't even say that. I don't
to the finals recently with the squad that, like, they had about
same similar players. Yeah, Gabe Vincent's probably the only different player.
But some of those players have discredited that bubble championship.
Yo, but and then also, okay, well, they're bullshitters, whatever. We all know. Let's not derail this.
For the argument of conversation,
I've heard some of those players discredit.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
Fair enough. The one they lost, I got it. But they made it there. Whatever that meant, I guess it meant nothing to them. And the asterisk championship. But I can't help it because I know how you feel about it. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think that at the end of the day, Deuce is making a good point. If you are going to, I don't really blame anybody on the Heat, but if you are going to blame somebody, you could blame the organization just by virtue of having the organization they do have, which is prestigious. And like, there's no reason players wouldn't want to come play there. Why have you not built a better team since the last time you came here? Why are you coming into this series where you're not able to be competitive against a team based in Denver? As a Dolphins fan, once again, I can always get into this conversation. That's something I could definitely always get behind.
My bad.
Is just no, you're all good. You should be able to build teams in Miami, and he has been able to do that. And they've done it organically, but maybe to Deuce's point, they could have really gotten an X factor there to be more competitive, and not why is Jimmy Butler still for 4 years now or whatever the best guy on your team, or why is there nobody that's really like 1A to him or 1B?
Yeah.
Why the fuck is
you got a great point, though.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know.
Or an inside game. That's a big problem. The roster would be complete if Bam had a more offensive game. Then you could play off Bam and not just Jimmy. Right now, you have it where they only really, in key situations, can count Jimmy to get a bucket. And it's like, you're running the guy ragged. You got him guarding the number one on the other side. Then you always need him to get a bucket because no one can score. It's like, not everybody can be that type of caliber player to like carry a team like that.
Yeah.
You know, that two-way shit is different, dude. Like, Kawhi Leonard, to me, was the last player that could do it, like, on a Kobe Jordan two-way level. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you got to do to win a championship without another top 75 teammate on your team. And that's what Jimmy's doing right now. He ain't got no one else that's in that top 70. He might not even be in that top 75. Shit.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I don't think he's in the top 75.
Of all time? That's the question? Or right now?
The top 75 list. The list that the NBA had.
Yeah, of all time, right? That was what the list was. Well, I mean, I think that's definitely, I mean, there's an argument there. He might not be. Who knows? I didn't really think about that.
I mean, I just want to know if he's really on that motherfucker. Because if he is, then he just doesn't have a teammate that's on that motherfucker.
At first, sure. I thought you said I thought he meant top 75 right now. I was like, God damn,
man, God, that's crapping on man.
Oh no, I'm not gonna shit on him like that, brother. I ain't gonna dump on his chest.
Damn, don't kick the man while he's down. Holy shit. Yeah,
they're already gonna kill that nigga tomorrow.
Yeah, we need to hear something from him. Like, well, bro, mainly on that drive. What was in your guys' biggest opinion? What was the
bro? He took a fucking 7-foot center who doesn't play defense to the rim and didn't go for the shot.
What
the fuck are you doing? The nigga's not gonna try to block it. Like, you know,
that's his thing.
He's not gonna want to foul you. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's
he'll get down there, he'll pump fake and do a turnaround jumper. That's been his thing. Even when he was when they was playing against Memphis, he was doing that all. And then after that, I saw seeing it a lot. That's what he do. He get down in the paint, dribble to the paint, pump fake, turn around, give you a fadeaway.
You need to get some bigger bag too. I think we need to fire the trainers in Miami because this is ridiculous. Bam had fucking 18 at the halftime and couldn't do shit else the rest of the game. That was crazy.
Yeah,
22 points. That was.
Is there anybody in the East that you think could have competed with the Denver Nuggets?
Sixers.
Definitely the Sixers. I think Boston.
Because the Sixers gonna score with them. I don't think anybody else really could compete because the Sixers, like Tyrese Maxey and Embiid and Harden, they can go off for 120 points between the four of them. I mean,
what about the Bucks?
Like, fuck no.
I think the Bucks can definitely compete with them. The Bucks
definitely don't have enough offense.
I think the Bucks.
That's the problem with the Nuggets, bro. You got to match their offense. Fuck the defense.
And the Celtics.
Yeah. This is the first team. I think we talked about it already, but just to bring it up because they just won. This is the first team, in my opinion, since the Warriors that does feel like a dynasty. I didn't feel like the Lakers felt like they were when they won their championship. I didn't feel like it was about to be a dynasty.
I felt like it was bought.
Yeah, but and I mean any other team. Point them out, whoever you can think of that's won a championship or been competitive in the last few years. They haven't really solidified that feeling. This feels like a team that is young enough, is dominant enough that they could really be competitive for the next 10 years together. So
they could fuck up the league for the next 5 years.
Yeah.
But I don't think
know
they're
if I
built
see
like
dynasty.
that.
I don't know if I see dynasty.
Who beats him?
Michael Porter Jr. is going to leave. He's going to leave. He's going to want a bigger role. He's going to be gone.
He better sit down somewhere. Them people done sat there. Man, please. I don't think
Michael Porter Jr. is a 6'11" guard. He needs a bigger role.
Problems with back problems.
That nigga back problems is gone. He had surgery.
No, I don't.
$180 million later.
He got
he might be able to convince somebody else though.
He got drafted. He was out cause his back, and then he sat out.
Bro,
some more time.
He was
Biz had back problems since he was 18 years old. What the fuck are we talking about?
He was rated a better prospect coming out into the draft than like Victor Wembanyama. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he probably sat out of that draft. He probably had that medical shit just so he didn't get drafted to a shitty team.
Yeah, but he sat out all year though.
Yeah,
but he still got paid. Shit, he got paid.
He's had moments, but I don't know. They may even be able to find a way to pay him, to be honest.
No, they already paid him, but he's gonna want a bigger role.
Well, he can just build it. I don't see. There's plenty of room, honestly, for him to slide into. Like, they really don't have a solid big three. You wouldn't point it like it's Jamal Murray, and then you would say Jokic, and then outside of that, everybody else steps up. When need be.
But that's the scheme, though. But he's not gonna want to play in that. I could already tell, bro. I've been watching this kid since fucking high school. He's not going for that shit. He's a number one option cut.
Bro, but hold on. But Jokic, literally, like, if somebody else wanted to come in and score more, I think his game could easily fit that.
Exactly.
But Jokic. But I see the thing is like this is what Michael Porter. He's off his rookie contract, so it's probably his third, fourth year is this year. He's gonna go.
And Aaron gonna want some more money. Probably.
Like he's not gonna want to sit there. Like, bro, I'm just telling you that kid's not a third option kind of player.
Brother, but I think that it could be a situation offensively, as far as scoring option goes, he could potentially become the number one option in that offense. And I think the other two players could be better because of it, truthfully. So I think this is a
team. Possibly, but I don't see that happening.
That part I can see him getting more offensive reps than Jokic, but I don't see him getting, consistently getting more than Jamal Murray.
Yeah, it just doesn't, because Jamal Murray is a volume guy. He's a pick and roll guy. He's got to have the ball in his hands. And then the problem is Michael Porter Jr. is his real game is he's a one-on-one isolation scorer at three levels. He take you in the paint, take you at the mid-range, and he'll take you out to the three. You know what I'm saying? He could do it all on offense, but
the one thing about him, though, he's going to have to prove it. He hasn't,
the floor is very small for him right now, bro. You throw him in the corner at 6'11" with those size 20 feet, you're only going to be able to do so much out there.
I think a lot of these guys, man, they look around the league, if they see, what guys like KD and Kyrie did, and I think all that kind of, like running away from your team situation to find a better situation, that's kind of dead, especially when you have a great situation like in Denver. You see more and more players like Giannis electing to stay in a situation that they think is great. Giannis signed on before he won a championship, I believe. So he was ready to stay there and figure it out. So my point being, after you've seen situations like what happened with Carmelo, even like these have started to become in our generation sort of a cautionary tale. Like, very few guys actually have success doing that. Like LeBron James, really is one guy that we could say that can go from team to team and still have success. But that's because he's able to pick and choose and have it exactly his way. Obviously, a lot of people don't have that leverage. So,
I'm going to say this: I disagree with you on that point.
Yeah,
just because I feel like there is a lot of movement by young guys. The problem is they just do it after their first contract, so they secure the bag. And then they go do it. Like Zion Williamson hasn't played for New Orleans. I don't see him in New Orleans after another year.
That's another example of a guy who chose to stay. You're saying that. Hold on.
Let me finish. The point guard from the Mavs.
You cut me off to respond. You cut me off. To be clear,
from the Mavs, he left and went somewhere else. So I'm just.
Okay, what was that? What was that point? The bullshit last point that you said.
No, I'm saying that the point guard fucking for the Knicks, he left.
Jalen Brunson.
He left the Mavs. He left the Mavs. He got a max
because they didn't want to pay him,
and he could have got paid more.
Yeah, they didn't want to pay him. He wanted to stay.
A qualifying offer. He gave him a qualifying offer.
I mean, honestly, well, I mean, like that's how you remember the events. We could argue about that, but that's not even relevant. I don't remember it going that way, to be honest.
No, they gave him the game. They matched the offer, and he still was like, "Nah, fuck that.
I don't think that's how that works. To be honest,
I mean, they didn't offer the contract. They obviously didn't give him a $134 million contract.
When you're a restricted free agent, though, when you're a restricted free agent, though, the team can match the. They can match the offer, so they chose not to match what the.
No, they did match the offer, guys. But what you guys don't know is that the kid's dad joined the New York Knicks coaching staff. So you know, what I'm saying, like,
I do know that.
What fuck does that mean?
It just he joined the coaching staff right before the kid fucking signed. So it was like,
what does that matter? What does that have to do with the rules or things?
Free agent, all they gotta do is offer you the same amount. You gotta come back.
The fuck does that have to do with the
They did offer it, bro. He said he didn't want to come back. It was a fucking known thing.
He must have been a free agent. He must have been a free agent, not a restricted free agent.
This is irrelevant. You're struggling to find one example.
A qualifying offer. He offered he got a qualifying offer so they could match it. And the guy said he didn't want to come back. Just like DeAndre Ayton could have said, "Fuck that, I'm gonna hold out and not play."
Okay, so DeAndre Ayton signed a contract with the Indiana Pacers, which then the Phoenix Suns matched. So he had to go back to the Phoenix Suns, regardless if he wanted to play for the Pacers or not. That's why I'm disagreeing with everything you're saying, but it's not even relevant.
He could have held out.
You're arguing about shit from 2 years ago or something. He could have held out. He could have held out. That's irrelevant. That's not how the okay.
Kyrie left this team. I'm just saying. People leave. LeBron left his team. Like, people leave teams.
These are old examples. And people do leave teams, but get rid of teams.
These are talking
get rid of players.
Superstar players. We're not just talking about just
but
nobodies who are begging for fucking max deals. We're talking about players who can actually move around, and you see a lot more often. Kawhi moved around.
The only example, except Kawhi, which I'll give you that. That's the first example you've made. But even then,
George got up out of there.
But even then, these are examples from like 5 years ago. And like the first two actual examples you just gave me, LeBron and Kyrie, are examples that I initially gave you as far as the cautionary tale point. That they support my point is the thing.
No, so it's like really all the other things,
those dudes are still getting all paid. The other things that you said were absolute bullshit. No disrespect. No disrespect.
It doesn't even make sense though, because that doesn't make sense because those dudes were still playing at a high level. They were still making the playoffs. They were still getting paid at a high level. So it's not like them leaving their teams hurt.
More was expected
LeBron
from them.
Actually won rings and was able to set up his roster.
LeBron, you can't use LeBron as an example. That's why he's the only example, and he's a.
What do you mean, bro? Kawhi left and won a ring.
LeBron
left and went straight to a team and won a ring.
Who?
Kawhi.
Okay, Kawhi.
Kevin Durant after his second contract left his team.
Kawhi is the first. Kawhi is the first good example, sort of. But the examples that you're giving us right now are from like 5, 6, 7 years ago.
But those superstar
mostly
players,
today.
You know the league.
Could you mute him so somebody else could talk? Like, let's get a moderator in the building. You know what I'm saying? He keeps cutting me up. He keeps cutting me off right now. I initially was speaking. He cut me off. I let him go because I'm polite, and then he keeps talking over me every time I try to respond to his point and won't get on camera. What the fuck is that about?
Yeah, cool.
Fucking crazy. Now he's quiet as a fucking church mouse. Crazy.
Did you let you get your point off?
Okay, all right. Shut the fuck up then.
Over there just trying to let you get your point off. You just want to talk about fuckery.
Yeah.
Talking about everything else under the sun but your point, because there is no point. You ain't got no point. That's what that is, cuz.
I really already laid out my point. I think Kent agrees with me. You've been jumping all over the place.
Man, Kent been writing the book.
Look at him talking over me again right now, man. Okay,
Kent been reading the book, man. Kent been reading the book over there. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even pay attention.
Yeah, he's reading the manual for his roadcaster. Yeah, for sure. But either way, Kent, I mean, do you got any opinion on this? Me and him, we went back and forth. We had fun. Was there?
Yeah, from my understanding, he was a restricted free agent, and from my understanding, once again, yes, his dad coaches with the Knicks, but if you're a restricted free agent and they offer you whatever the other team offer you, you got to go back. Yes, you can sit out and all that crazy stuff right there, but from my understanding, that's how it works.
How do you feel about
around? The problem was they waited to give him a contract that he wanted, and then once his dad signed with the Knicks, they already knew, and this is something that was talked about in the free agency. They fucked it up, and this is also Luka was actually pissed about this. This is why they went and made the Kyrie trade, is because they fucked up the Jalen Brunson thing in the offseason. They didn't offer him the fucking max contract. They let the Knicks fucking match it, right? Offer it. And then by the time the Knicks offer it, the Knicks went and signed his dad. So he was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm not coming back to the Mavs. And they were like, fuck it. And they let him go. Yeah. And I was very surprised Mark Cuban was just like, fuck it. Is what it is.
Especially when he could have easily just matched the contract and he would have been obligated to come back, which is the whole point of the conversation the entire time. You're right. We're all surprised by that because he had the leverage in that scenario. We were, but I mean, at the time we were, this is why when me and Deuce, I think, and you might have been there, but we had a podcast recently with Jay, and he's a Knicks fan, and he's very pleased with the Brunson move. And I had to say, honestly, after these playoffs, I had to give it to him because when they made that move, I thought they overpaid Brunson 100%.
Me too. Yeah, I remember that.
And that's why it really wasn't that crazy when the Mavericks decided not to match it because
you guys were tripping. That's why.
Crazy. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you said at the time they overpaid him too, to be real, but
no, I didn't.
You probably did.
He only got like what he got, like 80 million?
No, I think it's over 100.
Yeah, it was 100.
It was like 134, right?
I think it's 120, but I honestly I'm not 100% sure. So don't take what I'm just saying to the bank for 120 million because it's going to bounce. But yeah, man,
120 million.
Crazy.
Bad. That's actually a steal.
Not
he carried the motherfuckers.
No, 4 year, 104 million.
100. Okay, my bad.
104. Wait.
Is 120 after kickers.
104 guaranteed. 26 mil a year.
Oh, you said 104 guaranteed. How much?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. They don't say it, just say 26.
You got a Jordan pool,
but that's 104. So
got a Jordan.
It might be 120. Okay. It don't say it right here. It don't say 120. It just say
Yes, I mean it's not poor. He got a big bag. We know it was over 100 million. He got taken care of. It's good. He just. I think we're all on the page that he deserved it at this point. You know what I mean? Like after what he did here. Yeah,
man. There's some pieces right there in New York, and I think one of the boys leave the dude that play with Zion.
RJ.
Who?
They got RJ. They traded Cam Reddish.
Yeah. Where he at now?
He's in Portland balling.
Well, he played. Did he play in Portland this past season? This year?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about right now. I think that.
Yeah, he played in
I
Portland.
guess they shouldn't trade nobody right now,
well,
but
he's asking about somebody that's on New York, right?
No, he's asking about Cam Reddish.
Not Cam Reddish, the other one.
RJ Barrett.
Yeah, are they looking at trading him this year?
I mean, I wouldn't trade him. He's fucking like, what, 23, 22?
Yeah, they're going to have to do something. They're going to have to do something.
I mean, I guess, yeah, if you're trying to win now, then I would trade him, but I just don't think they're in that kind of position, personally.
I mean, especially coming out the East, we see what happened this year. And can't take a crap on Miami, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. But that East is up for grabs, you know what I'm saying, for the most part.
You let someone like RJ Barrett go to Miami? Oh, Lord Jesus.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Spoelstra would have that kid fucking.
Well, I mean, that'd be nice, but I mean, I'm a big believer on like. I mean, I do agree. I like the fit. There's a lot of people in Miami that would work for, but specifically trying to maximize your time that you have with Jimmy Butler. I'm a big believer on just like windows of time, especially in sports, and it being so. Yeah, it being so important. Weekend ready, brother. Come on, the fucking prison dishes. The prison dishes. Like sounds like he's washing a big ass pot right now. Holy shit.
Cleaning the kitchen, brother.
Yeah, like a slave. What the fuck's going on? Have your woman do that. Hasn't Andrew Tate fucking taught you anything?
Yeah, brother.
Oh man,
keep a clean kitchen.
And pray 5 times a day to Mecca. But either way, I think that. Damn, what were we talking about? See, now this fucked me up.
You were talking about Miami needing to develop their bench.
Oh, RJ, no, you said RJ Barrett. Here,
Jimmy Butler in the window, so you gotta
try to the window of time. I bet. I think players in their window of just their prime and being able to maximize their talent is so important. And just RJ does not line up with Jimmy. So I think that if you are going to make a big trade and you're the Miami Heat, I probably would look elsewhere. Somebody that who is a little bit more developed, somebody who is ready to contribute right now. I mean, like a Joel Embiid trade. If there's any way you can make that happen, then
trading Hero and Bam for Embiid in a first round.
Be incredible. Yeah, me too. All day long.
Yeah, you
really anybody.
You either got to get some type of center in there with some size. You can
Robinson, you can have him
even Adams or something. A center with some size, or like you said, Joel Embiid, and get if you get a center with some size where you can keep Bam, put him at the 4, or
keep Bam
like Joel Embiid, and then you got to get rid of Bam, obviously, but you got your nice center to replace him.
100%. And I think that you honestly, if you can get somebody to buy into Tyler Hero, which I think would not be hard, and Duncan Robinson possibly, if that was necessary, then I think that that's 100% the move to make. You end up clearing a lot of money off your books too, so you could take on Embiid comfortably, and a lot of players that aren't going to be able to give you that same kind of like top level performance. So,
yeah, that'll be nice, but I think that's dreaming and wishing.
Maybe, but I mean,
you can get Embiid because you'll trade Hero and you'll trade Bam. That's like most of your cap money right there.
And if you're gonna do that, you're going in total rebuild mode.
Why? To get Embiid?
Is it gonna be there probably?
We're getting Embiid.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I mean in Philly. Philly.
Well, the Sixers just got rid of their coach, right? So I mean, they're in a perfect place. That's why I don't know that Embiid's not going to be pushing for at least getting put somewhere, getting sent somewhere behind the scenes. So once that starts to happen, as the team trying to trade for the player, you have more leverage in that situation. What's going on, Smooth? I don't know if that was on mine or yours, but
I don't know, but it popped up here, so I'll put it up there.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, shout out. But yeah, that's my thing. I think that at the end of the day, Vulgar, what's up, man? At the end of the day, I think that you got a great window here with the Denver Nuggets. And if you can make that move as the Heat, that makes you somewhat competitive with the Nuggets. I think
in the finals.
I think you definitely could be competitive with them. You still probably need to be able to not even, because they actually have a really nice bench already and nice role players. So they're actually a team they can afford to trade some of their top guys because the bottom of their bench is actually so strong. A lot of the times when we see teams make this move, they end up like the Phoenix Suns, where they literally have nobody to come play when the guys get tired. So it's like they got the assistants coming in to throwing jerseys on to play when the guys get tired. So yeah, I think honestly the Heat, if Pat Riley's and does his job, not that he, like I said, they've done a great job if you want to kind of like just stay competitive. But if you really want to compete at the end of the day, it's obvious you need more. It just is. And I think it's been obvious since when they ran into the Lakers. When they ran into the Lakers, that didn't look that competitive. So at that point, looking at that, we had the same feel. Okay, so this is actually, let me sum it up like this real quick. Why in 2020 or whenever that was that we had that finals, we had the feeling we were like, damn, look at the Heat. We were surprised they were there. They overachieved. It was the exact same feeling this year. Why 3 years later, 2 years later, does it feel like the exact same story and you haven't improved and you haven't become like a true contender? Somebody that like halfway through the playoffs, we were all like, we got to stop picking against the Heat because they've actually upset everybody. Well, why are you still the underdog at this point 3 years later? Like there should be some kind of progress with the roster. There should be some progress with the roster specifically, and that is specifically on the organization.
There's been progress. It's not progress that's going to have you beat a team coming out of the West, because the West right now is just it's fucking. It was loaded, you know what I'm saying, before LeBron came over, and it's even more loaded now. Like teams,
but they could have been on added some. I gotta agree with sitting Politic on that.
Yeah, but you gotta have the right piece in Miami. You can't just add anybody to that Miami roster. You know, you gotta make.
Bro, we just said Embiid. We immediately had a person. We were like, hey, if you added him, they'd be better tomorrow. Come on.
Then you got to leverage out the rest of your roster and try to fill the pieces. I mean, which is doable. I'm not saying it's not.
You immediately put together a trade. You were the one that was like, "Oh, Tyler Hero and bam, gone tomorrow." Yeah, I'm with it. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because I've thought about it. That's something I thought about for a little while here, brother. I put that together.
Okay, it was thoughtful. My bad. I apologize. I want to make
your name
but no, it's just I don't. There's not a lot of players you can throw in that Heat team, like as far as
we talked about the other night, Deuce. And I hate to say it. No, your boy, from the Timberwolves. Dude, that went to the Timberwolves.
Cat would be nice.
Cat would be nice. I was talking about the other one.
Rudy Gobert?
Yeah. I hate to say I don't like Rudy worth nothing, to be honest. But they need some height, they need some size, they need something down there to do something. And I don't think they necessarily have to be a scorer.
I like that. I think you're going to be always disappointed by Rudy in big moments because we've just seen that.
Terrible.
But overall, as far as team building, I like that. That makes sense. That once again, but this is why I look at the Nuggets and I think of them as kind of like a dynasty because
get Nicholas Claxton, bro. If you're gonna get Rudy Gobert,
I mean that's interesting. That's interesting too. But I think that at the end of the day, this is what's kind of interesting about the Nuggets and the whole dynasty thing. I remember when the Warriors, 100%, I think we all agree they were the last dynasty, right?
Bro, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So look. I remember when they were at their height, literally teams in the offseason were like, yo, everything that we do has to be about beating the Warriors. Like, that's the only team that like, everybody was trying to find a person to specifically be able to like shadow Steph or match them in threes or whatever. So everything this was kind of a thing with LeBron specifically, which I guess.
Popping in right quick.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Timo.
What's up, fellas? What's up?
Vibing. But I was just talking about the Nuggets possibly being the first dynasty. And the one thing I was saying, when the Warriors were at the height of their powers, you had teams in the offseason literally building their teams specifically to face the Warriors. Everything that teams were doing was with them in mind. So with the Nuggets, the kind of conversation we've been having so far, and I don't know if Timo, I know he just dropped out, but I don't know if he's heard the conversation we've been having so far, but we're talking about teams literally going out of their way just to structure their team to face this one team. That's how much of a dynasty it is. Basically, we're saying like whoever they face, we're probably gonna have to face them to win a championship at some point. That's almost like a marker of a dynasty. But I'll let you guys hop in.
I'll be on that. Definitely.
I think the Nuggets are a dynasty for sure in the making. It's just,
I think they're gonna definitely be contenders for the next 5 years or so. If not more, depending upon what your boy do. If he want to get an ego and leave, or stay, and then see what the Phoenix Suns are gonna do.
I think what it comes down to is the mentality of that team, because the dynasties come down to mentalities, right? What is your leader like? What is his hunger like? You know what I mean? So you got to see how Joker, because the Joker might be content with that Finals MVP and a fucking championship trophy. And he might just want to ride his fucking horses. You know what I'm saying? Ride his horse carriage.
Me personally, I ain't throwing out the dynasty word just so freely. I need to see more. They had a great run this year. They had a good team. They had the best team. They rightfully deserve to win it. Joker played out of his mind. If you ever played the game or even understand the game, like I just told my wife, to my own life.
I'll be real with you though, bro. The dynasty word I think is valid just because
appropriate.
They were so much better than any team in the playoffs right now. You know what I'm saying? The only team that I thought was close enough to them or had a chance of beating them was the Warriors. And when I saw the Warriors bench couldn't fucking score.
I can't really say that though. I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah, you fade not, homie.
Teams they put in front of them, they look great against those teams. Oh, my bad.
I need to get closer.
They beat down everybody they played, brother. I mean, they fucked up everybody they played. I don't know,
That is a great point. I can't remember the last time in the final that last time in the playoffs that I saw such a disparity in between
Golden State.
Well, yeah, you're right. That's that. I guess that's the last time.
And we thought we had some great matches.
Yeah, we
Oh, you
did.
got it.
But my thing is, what I'm saying, all I'm trying to say is, I mean, it ain't. You can't really say no what if shit. But the teams that they placed in front of them, they beat rightfully so. You got to tip your hat to them. But we don't know what the series would have looked like if they would have ran against Boston, which we all know would have been a way better matchup.
Boston
But
is trash.
They is. I'm not, bro. I'm not disagreeing with you at all. But
Boston lost to the team that just beat the
the
shit
point
out.
that I'm trying to make and what I'm trying to finish saying is Boston had way more scores than Miami does. They got way more guys that can create their own shots, and that's gonna
Yeah, but
make
you know what Boston
them,
don't got? They don't got no damn center that's gonna go down there
bro.
and make that boy Joker
We
work.
know that, bro. I understand that. I'm just
But I
saying.
think they got more of a valuable center,
Nah,
so to
man.
speak,
Robert
than
Williams is worse than Bam on defense.
I don't know.
100%.
Say that, bro.
Bam is contending for Defensive Player of the Year trophy every year. Robert Williams hasn't even sniffed that shit. He hasn't even entered
Bam
that chat
also is a
conversation.
way better prospect than Robert Williams too. Bam,
Okay,
for
but so
instance,
you proved my point.
I'll just say this. For instance, the first half, I didn't really watch the game the first half. I was cooking dinner. Okay, I sat down.
Oh, were you?
I hear Stephen A. Smith and all the Michael Wilbur and them talking like Bam got motherfucking 30 points at halftime.
You got
I'm
18.
looking at the
Patriot
third
had
quarter.
18.
Listen, I'm
Yeah,
looking at the
18
third
finished with
quarter.
20.
He had 20 and 10. I say this motherfucker's supposed to do that nightly. You ain't patting him on the back for no shit like that.
No, Bam, the biggest disservice Miami did to Bam is not developing his game.
Man, Bam ain't developing his game. Ain't nobody that. He a
Nah,
grown
man.
ass man. See, there you go with
Nah,
that
man. You
excuse shit,
gotta
bro.
develop. No, dude. You drafted that guy. You should be centering his offense to fit inside your scheme.
Get
And you
in the
can
fucking
tell
gym.
that Bam's offense don't fit inside of Miami's scheme, and he struggles to score. You know what I'm
He
saying?
can't
If
guess
he's not
cause he's
scoring off
not
the
in the
pick and
gym
roll,
developing
if
shit
he's
to
not
just
getting
score, bro.
lobs or
All you gotta
putbacks,
do is
that man
develop
is
his
not getting
shot more.
buckets.
I think the shot has
Thank
gotten a
you.
little better.
But it
But
ain't nowhere like it should be.
there's no excuse for an NBA player not to get
No
better
excuse.
offensively or
Thank you.
Bro,
These
defensively.
niggas,
I know
bro, these
y'all
niggas
watch
hoop every
Bam, bro.
day.
Bro, I
These
know you
niggas hoop
watch
every
Bam
day.
fucking take Joker off the dribble, hit him with the hezzy. You feel what I'm saying? The hezzy scoop. Come on,
Bro,
man. Don't act like Bam's gonna be doing shit. They just
man,
don't. They
Bam
haven't
let
developed
old
that
ass
shit, bro.
Robert Horford kill him last series, bro.
Why
I
Robert
ain't got
Horford
no.
killed him and he home watching Bam play in the playoffs?
Yeah,
He
cause
was watching
Bam ain't
Bam.
too
Bam ain't
much.
kill shit.
Bam
Ain't
ain't
too
do a
much.
goddamn thing in
I
that
mean, he
series,
had
bro.
some
Bravo,
decent
and we talking
games.
about a dude who was coming off the bench, bro. He wasn't even getting
Who came
starters
off the
minutes.
bench?
What are we talking about?
Who came off the
Fucking
Al
bench?
Horford
Horford.
start.
And you
Shit,
exactly proved my motherfucking
they
point.
put
He
him on the
played.
bench and fucking started the other guy because that nigga was a
Man,
bum.
Al Horford played way better than Bam. I
Yeah.
ain't
Yeah,
no stat watcher, bro.
Bam is quicker. That's what I've been saying all series. Bam is quicker than Jokic. You got to take him out a little bit. And use his foot speed and coordination to be able to get shots off.
But
And
Jokic is smart. You're not getting him to just go guard Bam out there on that 3-point line, man. Bam got to,
If Bam
for
had an
one, Bam ain't
offensive
got a
bag, he
jump
wouldn't have no
shot
other
to
choice.
you
make
can't
you
guard
go
him on the
out
three.
there.
That'll be dumb.
If
But
So
Bam
you
had
got
an
to,
offensive bag, he wouldn't have had no other choice, fella.
Spoelstra got to scheme that up. You got to
That's why
I
drag Joker out of that shit.
agree to a certain extent. But I also think that
Bam trash, bro.
Bam has to get himself in the damn gym,
Thank
develop
you.
a better shot. His shot
Thank
has
you.
gotten better, but at the same time, you got to show them coaches in practice. Hey, set some picks for
Nah,
me.
man. Fuck
Do this
that.
and
It's
do
the
that.
offense. It's the
Huh?
offense, bro.
Here.
Y'all don't realize they got him out there with a bunch of fucking 3-point shooters who don't play defense. Jimmy Butler, and then fucking who else?
That's why he
Like, bro,
should be fucking killing.
what do you mean, bro?
He
Spread the
should be
floor.
Them
drawing the
3-point
double
shooters are
team
fucking. Them
and
niggas is hit
kicking the
and
bitch,
miss.
bro. Oh my goodness. No, sir.
I
So okay,
ain't
what's your take
going.
on Jimmy Butler tonight then? Cause
Huh?
I'm gonna tell you. Hold on, I'm gonna just start off real
Jimmy
quick.
Butler
Then I'm
played like
gonna let you
shit in
finish.
the first half, if you
He
want to be
played like
honest.
shit this
Like,
whole
the
fucking
whole
series.
series.
What you talking about? First half. The
The
fuck,
whole series. Maybe except for last game, but they
I mean,
lost. So
bro,
it
They
don't
you're
even
agreed
matter.
on.
talking about a
I
dude
think
who's
they didn't
scoring
agree on it.
20 something. Bro,
Huh?
you acting like a
They
dude dropping
agreed.
27 points a game is playing like shit.
But he's like, nah, we can't agree. He played worse.
bro? Okay. I need to see more, bro. You a max contract guy. Give me hit one. How many times he dropped 30 this series? And he know that everybody in the whole fucking world know Jimmy need to have 30 plus.
Tobias Harris is a max contract guy.
Fuck Tobias Harris.
He a good ass. Hey, Kent, he a good ass Robin. He need a Batman. Because he clearly ain't fucking Batman. He a good ass Robin.
Who that, Jimmy?
Jimmy fucking Butler. He ain't Batman.
Yeah.
I mean, bro. I mean, when you run an offense that he doesn't touch the ball in some possessions,
and then people want to throw out
stupidity.
And Ken, this what blow me. This what I forgot. I should have sent this shit to you before I even got on. You know how many times we heard Jimmy Butler and Dwayne Wade naming the same sentence this postseason?
Oh
yeah. Man, you right.
Ooh,
man, y'all better leave that shit alone.
Yeah. Wade.
Okay, let's put this in perspective, brother. Let's put this in perspective.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler, he don't got no James Posey. He ain't got no Shaquille O'Neal.
Come on,
he don't
man.
got no one out there like that, brother.
D-Wade came into the league doing the thing.
Stop this shit you talking about. Please stop this shit you talking about.
Deuce, would you say that Jimmy Butler belongs in the D-Wade conversation for real?
Bro, Jimmy Butler right now has carried that Miami team to the finals twice.
That ain't what he
a bunch of undrafted players. Are you kidding me right now? You understand that roster's full of fucking nobody?
That ain't what he asked you. That ain't what he asked you.
Yeah, there's a difference. You got to know the difference.
But come on, man.
You gotta know when a dude is, bro, and that's the problem.
No, dog.
You gotta know the difference. You gotta know the difference. Yeah, dude. You gotta
definitely even have a jumper. D-Wade didn't even have a jumper when he first came in the league. But what he did, he stayed in attack
this
mode.
This is the problem with basketball.
Thank you.
Y'all give people credit for winning easy fucking rings, and then when people like Kobe go back to back,
easy rings? Did you just say that?
Stop. When did you see Jimmy Butler in attack mode this series? Please tell me.
Bro, how you not in attack mode? Bro? You dropping 20-something points a game, brother. That shit just ain't going in by itself.
Bro, he was all NBA.
What you mean?
Yeah, he's
top 15 in the league. Are you
kidding
me?
He's a star player. He's gonna get his shots like to a certain extent, regardless. But when did he take the game over? When did he take the game over? Yeah,
he is exactly the prime example of what me and you talked about before this shit even started. No more excuses for these guys that want to get the max contract bag. Everybody want to make max contract money, but don't want to do what the fuck max contract players supposed to do. Jimmy, one of them.
Dude's even going like that though.
Yeah. Then turn his camera off.
Because what Jimmy does it on both ends. So y'all talking about, he needs to go give you fucking 40. Nigga, when you're scoring, when you're locking the dude up on the other end.
Kobe did it on both ends. Jordan did it on both ends. Hell, even
Kawhi did it on both ends.
Who did it on both ends?
Yeah, who was he clamping really this series? Let's be honest.
That's exactly.
Yeah, his ass was getting ran.
Man, they ain't got no excuse.
They were playing a bunch of zone is what they were doing.
Yeah,
bro, because he's got a bunch of bums standing next to him who can't play defense. What you mean?
But that should give him more offensive power.
Max Strus and Duncan Robinson? Are you kidding me? And then they're like, "Oh, we need to bring in Tyler Hero to play no more defense."
I guarantee you, if Jimmy Butler would have averaged 33 or 34 points in his finals,
they wouldn't have done shit because they still would have gave up fucking 120.
Okay, but we wouldn't have been able to see Jimmy. We wouldn't have been able to have the argument saying Jimmy Butler never showed up.
Yeah. He would have had to
look at his numbers. He's averaged over 20 for the series. I guarantee.
I don't give a damn.
And then go look at the rest of his fucking team, and then tell me how it looks.
That's what comes with being all Mr. NBA.
Go look at Jimmy's averages, and then go look at the rest of his team, and then tell me what it looked like, brother.
When you ready to stop making excuses for superstar max guys and want to be superstar max guys, come on, at me.
Bro, he doesn't even have a super max. That's the funny part.
Yes, sir. He doesn't even have a super max. This man's a fucking 100 millionaire.
And the sad thing about it, these guys gonna get paid more than what the fuck they making now in 2 more years.
Shit.
That's gonna
Game
be
1 had 13 points. Game 2 had 21.
Jimmy fraud, bro. Fraudulent.
Sorry.
Get rid of that top 10 argument, guys. It doesn't exist. He's a great Robin.
I will agree with that, definitely.
He needs a Batman.
Bro, are you kidding me? Look, he's got all those 20-point games. You really gonna sit here and say, look, 7 assists, 3 rebounds, fucking 3 steals.
He's playing fucking 43 minutes.
Bro.
He's playing damn near 45 minutes a night.
Well, hold up, so
he better give you 20 points a night, bro.
Just to bridge the gap with you dudes here, Timo is saying, he's not saying he's totally trash. He's saying he's a Robin. So he's saying he could be the number 2 guy. That's not really, he's not saying he's shitty. He's just saying if anybody's thinking that. If anybody's thinking he's Dwayne Wade, who was the best player on that championship team, then Timo, and I would agree.
We know who Dwayne Wade. We know who Dwayne Wade's second best player was on that championship team, though. Who the fuck is Jimmy Butler's? Who the fuck is Jimmy Butler's second best player?
So okay,
yeah.
listen.
Who is it? Please tell me. Tyler Hero, Bam. You don't know.
Everybody else show up though. I mean, I will say that Bam was the second best player.
That's not Jimmy's fault though. That's not Jimmy's fault. If Jimmy would have averaged 35, 32, 33 a night in the series and they lost 5-1, we would have never had to say, we couldn't say
stat padded. If he'd have stat padded,
man,
it'd have made a difference.
No fight in this man, bro. The dog had no fight this series. Didn't see the man be aggressive not one time. You go back and watch these fucking games.
Bro, did you not just see the man score their last 8 points in that fucking?
Did you not just see him turning over on the biggest possession of the game either?
He literally took every shot in the fourth quarter.
And when he drove the ball to the hoop and gave up on it, we all watched that together, didn't we? Like, wasn't here yet.
Someone was supposed to cut, bro. Someone was supposed to cut. The fucking lane was wide open.
He took the man to the rim and gave up on it. He literally gave up on it underneath the rim. What was that?
Him and Bam were literally underneath the rim, and everybody was sitting on the 3-point line.
Okay, he should have knew better. He should have knew better. That was him. He should have knew better. Take the layup, get a foul, whatever. That was literally his moment right there.
Bro,
I would have talked shit about LeBron James right there for not taking the shot right there all day. I would have talked shit about LeBron.
The one-on-one.
He's right there, up under the goal. Take the damn shot, get fouled.
It was one-on-one. You said it was one-on-one. Stop it.
Bro, he was in front of the restriction area.
That's disgusting.
Go back and look what he did to Memphis. Not Memphis.
And then he went to the rim, and Joker was sat there and met him at the rim.
Y'all praised Jimmy for knocking off the playoffs.
The man attracted a double team. Niggas, someone's supposed to be open.
Man, you go back and watch that last play, bro. You
need to go back and watch that last play because you forget he caught it on the closeout.
So who double teamed him? If he was double teamed, he would have made a pass.
Fucking D-Wade. Look at D-Wade dropping his fucking nuts in him. Like, Jesus.
I was just going to say, D-Wade averaged 36 points the first final.
Bro, the last 4 games, he didn't score under 36. What the fuck are we talking about? Let me get 13 boards, too. Board man gets paid. Fuck it. Like, golly.
Look at what he did the first finals with Shaq. He averaged them to 35 that series, if not 36. Go back and look it up.
This is it, 34-7 what he averaged, so 35.
That's crazy right there.
Excuse me.
2.7. One block.
When it comes to Jimmy Butler, that's all I.
But you're acting like Jimmy has he has the same
look
caliber
at that
team, bro.
53% shooting, 56. 39
this
that game.
This team is way fucking better than the team Jimmy has right now.
Look at the steals. 4 steals, 3 steals. Fuck 1, 2, 2, 4.
Excuse me. Y'all want to play on these motherfuckers? Don't sign me.
Say them. Say them.
What's funny?
Not us.
You know what's funny?
It's not us, Timo.
You put fucking D-Wade over Jimmy
I ain't put D-Wade nowhere.
Right, that's what you said. Oh,
you said I will. D-Wade over Jimmy Butler, of course.
Here's a fun fact. Jimmy Butler has made it to the finals more than D-Wade without another All-Star on his roster.
Oh my God. You got to find a specific qualifier. Okay, Jimmy Butler has won 0 finals.
D-Wade went to the finals one time. Jimmy Butler's gone twice without LeBron.
And he's lost both times.
Either, right? Because everybody was hurt. Giannis ring don't count either, right? The bubble ring don't count either, right?
Remember, you don't like LeBron, and we don't give credit for going to the finals not winning. So we ain't gonna even.
Excuse me.
I'm just saying, if you're talking about impact to a team, you could say that Jimmy Butler has a better impact.
Bro, I ain't making no excuses for no player.
That's all I'm saying. He took 2 teams that are dog shit to the finals. Yeah. Dog shit. He took an AC to the finals, brother. Let's talk about it. What are we saying?
That just shows
he did that shit, and then when he took like a 6 or 7
when he got to the finals
earlier though, you said the East is shit. You said the East is
fuck down. When he got to the finals,
shit team in the East passed all the other shit teams in the East to the finals.
If he would have averaged 35 this series, Timo would have said, "Hey, you can't blame Jimmy." The other guys got to look in the gym,
Bro,
look
look
at
up the other
themselves and get in
series,
the
bro.
gym.
You want to look at this one series, like the one series where he did average over 20-something points. Like, look at the other series.
Hey, he didn't have to. Hey, listen, y'all praised him for knocking off the shitty ass Knicks. He was Jimmy Buckets that series. Well,
Bro,
was
he
Jimmy
literally
Buckets this
ran
series?
through every team in
Yeah,
the
but
Eastern
the
Conference.
final,
Like,
but the
what the
series
fuck
that
are we
fucking counted the
talking
most, he
about, bro?
shitted. He fucking laid an egg
He
on the shitty
shitted. He
team.
just averaged 20-something. He just averaged 20 points per game. He shitted though.
Yeah, he
It's
shit. What
crazy.
he averaged in the regular season?
You're acting
What he
like this
averaged in the
man
regular
had like a
season?
game where he scored like 4
Did,
points or something.
did
Like
he
he's
average
never
more
had a
points?
game where he scored like 4 points. Like I don't understand what
Did
you're talking
he
about.
average more points in the finals than he did in the regular season?
I have no idea.
There
And he
you
might
go.
have. He might have because Jimmy Butler don't turn it on in the
Fuck
regular
no.
season. Everybody
Not if he
knows
was
that.
all NBA second team, he
Playoff
did.
Jimmy.
I can tell you that right now.
Playoff Jimmy.
Meaning he was the top 10 player in the league. That's what Mr. All NBA said. That means you the top 10
Bro,
best
that's
player.
voted on by the media, bro. Come on,
I
man.
don't
Stop
give
the
a
cap.
fuck. That he the
Shai
top 10 best player
Gilgeous-Alexander
on this
made the
planet.
first team. What are we saying?
He the top 10 best player on this planet, and all you can give me is 26 a night
Bro, no
in the
one's saying
finals.
that. No one in this chat has said that. I'm just letting you know that.
I need to see more, Jimmy. Hey, job is
Bro,
done. Job is
Jimmy's not
over.
even the. See, I think that's the problem. You're holding Jimmy to a top 10 standard, which
That's what he
I
was
don't
this
Isn't
share.
it?
year, bro. You got to. He was all
What,
NBA.
bro? I don't pay attention to that shit, bro. That shit is bullshit,
Oh
dude.
my. Okay, well,
He
I'm
averaged
telling you,
20,
if you ever gonna be
22.9
all
points a
NBA,
game.
how
Like the
many?
one MVP award that Joker
22.9.
actually should have won in his
He
Regular
career,
averaged
season.
he didn't get this
22.9
year. It's a joke.
in the regular season.
Yeah,
Okay, what he did in the playoffs? He probably averaged more in the playoffs.
I think he
I don't,
had
I don't know. The way
13.
he shitted this series, about to average down a lot. I tell you that guy that much.
Let me pull that back up.
I would say about 26, maybe 26, 27 tonight. This whole
Shit,
entire
LeBron
post.
didn't have a fucking good playoffs, and
LeBron
you
played
ain't
his
saying
last
shit about
game
LeBron.
at fucking 38 years old with 40 fucking points too,
Oh,
huh?
but his whole playoffs was dog shit though. He played dog shit the whole playoffs. His shooting percentage from the three was trash. His field goal percentage was dog shit.
Who you
All
talking
time lows. You know what I'm
LeBron?
saying? I don't hear you talking about LeBron though.
about? I'm
Yeah,
not saying.
buddy.
You better ask Kent. I don't make excuses for superstars. And Bron, my favorite player.
Mm.
Kent, you want to show him the post I made in 2011? The other
I,
night?
I,
See
I,
that?
I did show it to him. I should have showed it to
Okay.
him.
You
I
should have
don't
made
make
that same
excuses.
post again this year.
No, he's 38, bro. Well, why would I do that?
See
Fucking
how?
38.
So you see this is the thing.
So,
Y'all want to give him
I would
credit
for
make
because
the
that
he's
same
38.
post
record,
What he
about
do at
Anthony
times.
Davis. That's who's
for
30,
the record,
who's
Jimmy
30 years
Butler
old.
average went down in the finals. 21-6.
Ooh,
Damn.
He averaged
disgusting.
22.9
So he
for the
averaged
season,
less points
and
in the
21-6.
finals on the biggest stage than he did in the regular season. Disgusting.
Yeah, I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I thought for sure.
I thought he was
You
gonna
heard
be
me say
21.
27. Shit,
Hey
I
man,
gave
he
him
ran
extra
out of
5
gas.
points.
He ran out of gas, just like the last time. It is what it is.
Hey, guess what? Get in the gym and get your endurance up.
He
Sorry,
ran
no
out of gas,
excuses.
man.
Spend the
You
money on
know,
your
them
body.
two-way guys, man. When you're a two-way guy, and
Everybody been a two-way guy
you're
that's
playing
been
the
a
whole
great, bro.
game.
He
You
ain't
don't
the first
when you don't
two-way
come
guy
off
in the
the
come in the
court.
I
league.
mean,
He ain't gonna be
Man
the
I'm,
only
last
I'm
played
a
two-way guy.
43
person.
minutes, brother. Only 43 minutes.
Man,
I'm a
stop
Not the
person that
it.
whole
says,
game.
look, at the end of the day, you go down shooting. Hell, you can lose,
Excuse
but
me, empty
at
the
least go
clip.
down shooting. Attacking
He
the
did go
Empty.
down
basketball.
shooting.
Thank you.
No,
Jimmy got 50 bullets left in his
Well, he
fucking
went
clip.
down passing. He went down passing.
yeah, this
Yeah.
last game, dog,
They pay Jimmy not to fucking pass. They pay him to
He
get
tried to be
buckets.
LeBron. He tried to be LeBron, man. He tried to be LeBron.
Hey, they
probably
only make
did.
one of them.
He
It's
got
only
confused.
ever been one of them.
He was
He's
looking
not
for his
him. He's
LeBron
Jim,
moment.
man.
Get your ass in the gym, Jimmy.
Go
You're a
ahead and
great
shoot
guy.
it, Jimbo. Shoot it next time, Jimbo.
I mean,
We could agree on.
Jimmy do need help. I mean, he did need help. Now, don't get me twisted, but you got to go down shooting too. Like
Thank you.
Bro,
attacking the
listen, you
Help don't
don't
basket,
lose, bro.
getting
Listen,
fouled, doing
stop
all
the
this
cap.
shit.
Stop
Yeah,
the cap. Because y'all cap it right now. You don't lose 5-1 in the series because your star player is terrible or your star player ain't playing good.
I didn't tell you.
You go down
He didn't
5, you
play
lose
good at
5-1
all,
because your
bro.
team is dog
No
shit.
urgency. He didn't play with any urgency at
Thank
all.
you at
The whole
all,
series, he
bro.
didn't play with any
That's like
urgency.
saying
He was right there
when
the last
LeBron
3 minutes of
lost
the
in
game.
2015. That's like saying when LeBron lost
Kent,
in
my bad,
2015,
Kent.
he played bad.
Kent. You know what Heat fan said this series? He's playing within the flow of the game.
Oh man,
But that's how Jimmy plays, though. Jimmy's never a guy who normally is really
don't
aggressive.
ask for no fucking max contract then. When you some time for you to re-up, then get a regular deal like the rest of the role players.
You understand that he's probably out-earned. He's out-earned that max contract by taking them to the finals twice. They've been able to underpay.
Go there and win. And then they lost
underpay. It doesn't even matter because it doesn't make just getting there, just being.
Jimmy got a name for making himself.
They made well on their investment with Jimmy Butler because they've underpaid everyone else around him. They have underpaid everyone else. And they made it to the finals twice. That contract, that 170, 180 million he's getting, he's earned that already. Done. They've gotten their value out of that.
Okay. But the point
now,
is,
Bam's contract
in the game. Where's my boy at? You play to win the game. I don't care if you're making $5 an hour. You playing for free.
So you gonna pay Jamal Murray more, or you gonna pay Jimmy Butler more? If you had the chance to pay either one of them.
To me personally,
matter of fact, no. I ain't gonna put Jamal Murray in there. He's a champion. Let's put somebody else in there on his same.
I'll pay Jimmy Butler over Jamal Murray.
He's a champion.
Jamal Murray's a champion. He's excluded from this.
I could put Jimmy Butler on any team, championship team, and he's gonna fit in. I can't do that with Jamal Murray.
Are you gonna pay Jaylen Brown or are you gonna pay Jimmy Butler? That's a great comparison right there.
I'm gonna pay Jimmy Butler.
Why? I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I just ask why.
He's proven in the playoffs, bro.
I might say
bro, you don't get the nickname Playoff Jimmy by not being proven in the playoffs, bro.
That's a little exaggeration too.
I think he gave himself that name though. I could be wrong.
Branding, it worked.
He damn sure won the playoff Jimmy this series, and this is the biggest series of his life outside of the bubble.
That playoff shit literally worked. Deuce just get like a perfect example.
To me, my answer is
playoff P. Come on, how can he not?
I'm not playing.
They both don't get a nickname like that.
They equally shitted to me the same. They spent the same amount of time on the fucking toilet as each other. I don't know who I would pay.
I mean,
Jaylen Brown.
I'd probably pay Jaylen Brown because he's young and he has a better offensive bag. To be honest with you,
shit, how?
I just said it. He has a better offensive bag.
Because I think Jimmy's defense is that much better than Jaylen Brown, but the fact that he's a lot younger, I might take Jaylen. But you just talking about one game, one season, I'm gonna take Jimmy.
Okay, well if that's the case, come out and say, Jimmy, you know what? I'm a great defender. I'm a lockdown defender. I'm not a two-way guy. I'm a great defender. Put some offensive pieces around me then. Let me defend.
Guy. Bro, you act like Kawhi was dropping like 40 points a game and shit. Kawhi was like a 25, 28, 30-point scorer. Like,
and to be honest with you,
most he'd give you 35, bro.
Kawhi would have took
Kawhi would have took the shot though. Yeah, 100%. I'll be honest with you. Kawhi would have banged on that nigga.
Thank you.
You know one thing I did
put that big ass fucking mitten up there and banged on that.
one thing I noticed. When I think Jimmy had a break and then they was able to catch up to him and block it or something like that. But I think he's more of a 2-foot jumper. And the coach always tell you when you got the fast break, you jump off one leg because the guy behind you can catch up with you.
Dunk that shit. Same thing with KCP tonight, bro. You 6'4". Fuck you doing putting the ball at the back of the iron for and you got a fast break dunk.
Bro, that nigga KCP was floating, boy.
Man, nigga, shit. He played the best fucking series in his fucking career against the Lakers and played like complete shit this series.
That nigga KCP took off 2 feet. He took off 1 foot from the free throw line on that finger roll layup. I was like, God damn, this is probably what it felt like watching Jordan.
And put that bitch in the back of the fucking crotch, and that bitch popped right back out.
Bro, I don't know how he missed that, bro. Your hand was literally over the net. Like, you just had to drop the ball, brother. You just had to drop it.
Turn it and dunk that thing, really.
Thank you. You up there at the rim. Shit. Put that bitch in the hole.
Yeah, his
wrist
wrist was at the rim. I didn't understand that. I'm like, nigga, what are you doing?
Correct. Absolutely. But I don't know, man.
That's why I don't miss KCP.
Don't get this misconstrued either, bro. I do not dislike Jimmy. So I don't want people saying people don't fuck with Jimmy. It ain't that, bro. When I'm watching basketball, And I see guys talking about max contract and they want to get the biggest dollars and all this. Bro, that
You could
shit
say,
means that shit come with something, bro. You got to play every
yeah.
fucking minute. Ain't no come sitting out when it's time. I don't want to hear no it's tired, bro. Fuck that. Get in the summertime when he spend a less fucking week in Cancun and go fucking run all goddamn summer. I don't want to hear that shit.
I don't think he was necessarily like, honestly though, to be real, I don't on that last play I didn't see like that play didn't happen because of fatigue. That play happened just because he made a bad play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was a
Correct.
terrible play.
But this stage was huge. I said it before the series started, bro. They had 7 undrafted players, bro. You know how big of a stage this is? This ain't no motherfucking first or second round. This the
Can't go
finals, bro.
definitely disappear.
Legends are made this in these 7 games, bro. Legends are born. I ain't making no excuse for any guy that wake up and hoop for a fucking living. Bitch,
Oh
you
yeah.
can come get a regular fucking job like me, you,
The rest
goddamn
of it.
everybody
Well,
else.
see, that's where he got his name from though, giving Braun the business in that fucking finals in the bubble. You know?
Okay, with no ring too, and
You
no
know what I'm saying?
remembrance.
Yeah, I don't even remember that
I don't
series.
even fucking remember Jimmy. I remember Jamal Murray though in the bubble.
So you remember AD hit that shot that gave Witter that.
The 8. That's exactly what the fucking Lakers paid AD for. Come here and try to help us
That's
win
what
the
he need to
flagship.
be. That's what he need to be doing now. Yeah, that nigga can't shoot for
AD
shit.
ain't played the whole fucking year since he been in the league. He ain't never played the whole year.
No, I think he's
Shit is
played one whole year. I think that's it. He's
not
only played
one.
1 year.
Fuck out of here, man. Hell no, I ain't got no excuses for you.
Uh,
Trade them niggas. Get the fuck out of LA, bro. You know what I mean to put on that purple and go. Sorry.
I'm mad. Yeah, AD, he needs to.
Take
Man,
fucking 23 off at it while you at it. Shit.
man came
Shit,
out there in the
they need to
wheelchair.
trade.
Shaq and Charles was dying laughing.
Exactly.
They need to
Hell
go
out
ahead
of
and
here,
trade all of them.
man.
Honestly,
For
He ain't
real.
come
But
out the next game balling.
I do love what I seen from Caleb Martin though, and Struce, and Gabe Vincent. For
I
them
did.
guys to be,
Back.
bro, for them to be
Not in the
undrafted.
finals. Not in
Yeah,
the finals.
No. I'm just talking about this postseason.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just said this stage was
I like
huge for
Max
any
Strus.
undrafted player.
Max
I
Strus
like
and
this.
Caleb Martin. I like those
Yeah,
two.
they can't. Caleb Martin, look at his minutes he averaged this postseason.
I
Bro
like
came
Max
off the
Strus
bench.
because even though he shot like shit today, boy, he got some transition D blocks. I was like, oh yeah,
Oh yeah, he played good
I was like,
defense and
oh,
everything. But
I
this
was like,
stage is
okay, he's
huge, bro.
hustling.
It's so
Like
many back to back.
he chased down Christian Braun on the fast break layup. I was like, oh,
Yeah, bro. It's this stage. It's not all about getting buckets, bro. You got to play good defense. Your IQ. This stage separates the weak IQ from the guys that study film, from the guys that be in the gym. This ain't no motherfucking regular series like the other series, first round, second round. Nah, bro. This the finals, bro. This
Yeah.
when it's
yeah.
on.
Honestly, I feel like the Nuggets too. The Nuggets, man, they kind of the Miami Heat had a harder path to the finals. I felt like the Nuggets kind of, that Lakers series was a breeze for them. That Phoenix
Yeah.
series was a breeze for them. I just don't think that was a good matchup for them. They
And you
needed
know
a
another
team.
thing too. You
They
made a
needed a
great
team
point
that knew how to play better than them, man. Like
for
they
sure.
didn't get tested.
Jimmy Butler ain't had no pressure on them either because they was the 8 seed. Nobody expected them to make it to the finals. Nobody.
True.
But
Definitely. I kept them
that
out in the
sounds
first
like a
round.
fucking excuse. But I'm gonna tell you right
I
now,
kept them out in the play-in.
Yeah, that's fact.
correct.
And you picked him in the
But
final. To be clear.
correct. And then they had one of the best coaches, bro. Spo is a top 5 coach, top
Yeah.
10 guaranteed of all time. He damn sure 1 or 2 right now. Like that man
Yeah.
coached some shit up this postseason, bro.
Yeah, they GM got to get better. Pat. I guess that's the GM. I don't know who the GM
No,
is.
he a hell of a. He smart, bro. They ain't paying nobody. Shit, he
Yeah,
got
they
6
got they got
niggas.
to put somebody around and go and let you down and
Yeah,
retire.
I don't
And
think Dame. I think Dame seen this shit and say, "Hell no, I ain't going to Miami."
man,
This
Dame
is
want to go to
stupid
Miami.
though.
He said, "Bam, his boy." So they asked him, "Where
And
would you want to go?"
yeah, you seen the
Miami.
post on
Damn, that thing quick.
Instagram. Yeah, the jerseys and shit. But I
Yeah.
think after the night, shit, I don't think too many people run to Miami to play with Jimmy, unless Jimmy willing to say, "You know what? I'm here to defend. I'm here to get buckets here when I can, and you the superstar." But Billy Jimmy Butler from Chicago, he ain't saying no shit like that. That man stressing this his team,
I
just
don't
like
think
he
it'll be
ran out
fair.
of
I
Philly.
think it'll be just one of them things that's done. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Jimmy gonna be like, give me the damn ball.
Man, Jimmy is gonna make the same motherfucking noise he made getting out of Minnesota. If Miami was to do some shit like that, he'll make the same noise getting out of fucking Miami. He Jimmy Butler, bro.
Nah, I doubt it. Because he got baby ass cat over there. Probably did the same. We all probably did the same thing.
Yeah,
12 feet tall, got me guarding and passing the ball out to the 3-point line. Man, get your big ass down there.
Man, that's exactly how I feel about Bam. Shit. You up here, you ain't even looking to attack. Hell, Bam did look attack this series, though. That's the most I ever seen Bam looking attack.
Onto a little bit.
Man, you look at that Boston series, Bam get the screen and roll, they give it to him off the screen and roll, he immediately looking for the 3-point guy open.
Yeah.
Bro, you gonna attack Al Horford old ass? Man,
yeah, that's Bam's problem, though. But that's the thing. They have the offense set to screen and roll and get them shooters open, man. He's not.
He was the same
they
way
got him
in
playing
Kentucky.
like Draymond Green out there.
This man had one of the best.
He could shoot, though. That's the thing. Like, Bam's always had a jump shot, bro. I followed the kid from high school.
The kid high school.
Had a jump shot.
That's how he got it, bro. If you ever go look back and look at Bam out about you high school highlights, shit, he probably got some of the best highlights ever. In high school.
Remember, he's always had a jumper.
He's always been that size too. He's always been that size. Ain't like he got bigger or something when he was in school. Hell no. He been a big ass dude.
Man, what's the little point guard that antagonized? Played for the Lakers this year. Little point guard. Matthew Beverly averaged 43 in high school too. So remember that.
You talking about Austin Reeves?
He averaged how much?
Huh?
How much did he average?
He said he averaged like 43 in high school.
Golly.
Like played in a shit league though.
Who that?
Pat Bev.
Oh, Pat Bev. Yeah, Pat Bev a lockdown defender though. He's not in his prime no more.
To the league, he say defense, but I'm known for offense.
Oh shit! He better hang that shit up. But he known for defense. In his prime, he played like shit the last couple years though. But he good for locking down one or two possessions in crunch time. Shit, I give him that.
Yeah.
Especially good for giving up them 6 fouls too. Shit. That's what bitches don't be on the like, bro. Kevin Love probably could have got more minutes. We know he on the back end of his career. He ain't got but 1 or 2 more years left. But shit, use every last one of them motherfucking fouls to come out
now.
Bro, when we talked last and he had 9 rebounds, I think he had 9 rebounds since we last talked, for real.
But listen though, if it come down to a wild ass open jumper out of Bam and Kevin Love, shit, my money on Love every motherfucking time.
Yeah.
Especially from 3. He's gonna get you 2 or 3 threes a game. That's a great night for him. And 6 to 8 rebounds. Done your job, Kevin Love. Go sit your ass back on the bench.
I feel you if you're like, hey, it's Kevin Love or Bam on this specific thing, but it's like anytime you're saying I got to count on Kevin Love, it just made my skin crawl right there. I was like, damn, maybe I would be forced to choose Kevin Love between those two, but that's a shitty option either way.
With me, bro, I ain't like, bro, there's no reason why you're big. There's no reason why you in the NBA and you shoot 1,000. These guys putting up 1,000, 2,000 shots a night, a day.
Yeah.
A day. There's no reason why you going 2 for fucking 11 from 3. I'm sorry. Half of them 11 shots, 7 of them was wide ass open. I'm not buying that, bro. That shit got to be knocked down, bro.
I guess just being in the arena and being within the offense, because I mean, if you see like the video of them like putting up shots in practice and stuff like that, it's crazy.
I ain't making no excuses. I'm gonna tell you. There must be something effective.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you 4 players. When it was time for them to get a bucket, if they was left wide ass open mid range,
get
ready to play some fucking offense because this shit coming out the net.
Yeah,
Allen Houston was one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna just go with bigs too. I ain't gonna go with guards. I go with bigs.
Okay.
Kevin Garnett was one throughout his whole entire career. Antonio McDyess was another one throughout his whole entire career. I can throw Robert Ory up there. Robert Ory and fucking Horace Grant. You left the motherfuckers open around the arc or the free throw line, man. Shit, that shit a bucket, bro. If they wild ass open too, that shit a bucket. They ain't missing no wild ass open shit like that. That's what I don't like about today's game. Y'all missing too many fucking wild ass open jumpers. Sorry.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they did miss a lot of open dumb shots, and then sometimes, and then when they missed them, like they stopped really looking to take jumpers. I really thought they
Correct,
fucked
bro.
up not breaking
A
Tyler
shooter's
Hero record.
mentality is to keep shit, bro. If you open 50 times and you done missed 48 fucking jumpers, bitch, miss 60 more. I don't give a fuck about it. Bitch, you open. Let this bitch
This is
fly.
a series Tyler Hero should have played, man.
He could have. I mean, I don't know.
He
It
should have
extended with the
played.
injury. He should. I
Well, the
better hope
problem
it
is,
didn't come out that he was okay and he got cleared and just didn't play. I better hope
no,
they say he
he
was
was
hurt.
cleared. He was cleared before the series.
Oh wow. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Well, he should
He
have.
said he didn't want to come back and fuck up their flow.
Man, fuck up the flow my
Nigga,
ass, bitch. They needed every
they lost the first
goddamn.
game. He should have fucking came in
Yeah, they
there.
needed more flow.
They
They
needed
needed
every
scoring.
goddamn motion in the ocean to win this series.
Yeah.
Some of the damn flow.
And he runs off screens and shit like Klay Thompson. So like he could have wore down their defense. Wore
Yeah,
down the players.
hell yeah,
They need,
exactly.
need to pick up
Thank
off.
you, bro. Shit like that I'm talking about. People talking about, oh yeah, Rip Hamilton was this, and Reggie Miller win that. Man, them motherfuckers made you play defense.
Yeah.
Shit. You ain't got out like a man can't talk about the Curry shit. Yeah, Curry averaged 50 games. I mean, scored 50 game 7. That's great, but how much he worked on defense that goddamn game too? Shit, when you making that motherfucker work on defense, he ain't finna have. Bro, I don't give a damn how good of a shooter he is. The motherfucker get
No,
tired too.
that's not true anymore.
All right,
Talking heavy right. Talking heavy.
Because that's how
You
he
make
won
him
his
play
last finals
defense.
was playing defense.
Who did? Huh?
Curry. What do
Man,
you mean? You better check what he
can't.
did to fucking Jaylen Brown and fucking
Curry and
Jason Tatum
defense
in
in the
that
same
finals.
sentence, bro. Are
Come
you
on, bro.
serious?
Stop the cap, bro.
I
Are you
got one
kidding
for
me,
y'all right
bro?
quick. Y'all talking
Stop
about my
it,
dog Pat.
bro. Steph Curry
Please
in that
stop it.
finals had his best
Who did
defensive
he
performance
lock
of
up?
his career. What do you mean? I mean, you know how many steals he had that game?
Who he locked up?
That series? Are you for real?
Bro, steals mean you was playing the passing lanes.
Bro, they were like, bro, they shot like 30% when Steph Curry was guarding them, bro. You know that?
Bro, fucking, what's the nigga name
Like
from the
30,
Lakers?
20%, bro.
Bro,
Both
the
them boys.
11th man from the Lakers came and gave Curry buckets. This exposed Curry
Which
badly.
dude?
Yeah.
Was it Vanderbilt
Walker.
Been a
or
react.
Walker? Yes, Lonnie Walker, the fucking 4th or 3rd, whatever his name is.
Bro, but Lonnie Walker's not a bum, bro. He was literally in the lineup until he got hurt. He was a starter in the regular season. You know that if you're a
Man,
Lakers
he
fan.
made Curry
He's a
work on
bucket
defense,
getter, dude.
bro. He
Of
made him work.
course.
That's all I'm
He
saying.
gets buckets, dude. He's a 6'5" guard. What do you mean?
That's what I'm telling you. When you make Curry work on defense, he can't give you fucking 36 and
That's
hit
like
goddamn 12 threes a game, bro.
But
That's
he
all I'm
averaged
saying.
32 in that series. What are you talking about?
Okay, so when the Lakers finally put their ass away, how many points Curry had? When
Like,
the
come on,
game, Lonnie
dog.
Walker
What are you
bust his
talking
ass with
about?
19 points in the fourth quarter and made him work on defense. What's
Oh
Curry
my
did
God!
that day?
Because Lonnie Walker came in the fourth quarter only and dropped 19 points off the bench.
I mean, everybody gets shit put on the head. I don't
Like,
care
come
who
on,
you are.
man. He didn't play all game. Like,
I
what are you
ain't
talking
never
about?
known Curry to
He
lock
was fucking
nobody up,
fresh.
bro.
The guy was fresh. He didn't break a
Send
sweat.
me some film of Curry locking up on defense, please.
Steph Curry
I'm
played
about
the
to get
whole
it right
game,
now.
fucking carried
Stop.
that team, bro. Are you
Hey, really
kidding
quick,
me?
I got this Paul George interview about Pat Bev right quick. Not to go back.
Let's go.
Defense on you.
Oh, Pat.
Oh, y'all want to do a
Yeah,
reaction
like
to
he's
this?
fouling you
The whole time.
the whole time. Like you want to see Pat on the floor. Like, so you're not going to call some of these fouls on Pat. But Pat
Pat is the worst. Okay.
Pat will hack out of you.
Pat's the best though because he plays hard, man.
I love playing
He
against
does.
Pat, and I love playing with Pat. He just brings a winning spirit that, like, he's on the floor, like,
to win.
he wants to win.
You get in
Did y'all
the
know
fight?
Pat Bev averaged like 40
That is
in high
crazy to think
school?
about.
Like, he was an offensive player in high
40
school.
fights. He must have punked everybody.
Yeah,
Dog.
they were probably
Wow.
afraid of
40
him.
points.
Oh, when he told me that, I was like, dog,
What
shut
school you
up.
went to?
Averaged more than I did in high school. I saw a YouTube clip of him overseas, and dog, he was like windmilling and like catching
Bouncing.
lobs and like a bucket.
Yeah, we play motherfuckers on the same skill set as him.
Hey, y'all
shit
better put
changed.
some respect on my dog Pat Bev name.
I love Pat, but he gonna play. He like to manipulate the rules too. He another guy. I kind of go up there with James Harden. He gonna manipulate the defensive rule for sure.
Oh yeah,
I think
definitely.
that NBA schedule, man, is brutal. On
It
players.
is. They need to shorten the game. They need to
Some-
shorten the league. I don't want to
some
see it get shortened,
players-
but they cannot just continue to play shooting
Some
three
players,
ball after
their
three ball
bodies
and
can't
expect
handle
people
it.
to make it. Yeah, it ain't gonna work.
But you
bro.
mean shorten
Well,
the game, like one single
No.
game?
Shorten the season.
No.
Shorten the season. Season.
Well, because my whole thing is right is you have you have a lot of players like focus a lot on their body because you got to think they practice, then they train.
They've
Then
been doing
they
this
train on their
since
Me
own.
fans like me and you would hate that the game has came to that. I fucking hate it, bro. I'm with you, Kent. It was a legend. It was a warrior badge to play all 82 games. That shit
I'm
really
not
means something.
even.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
what I'm
even
saying.
really like.
It
I'm
don't
not
mean no
even
more,
really
though.
saying like
It
training on
don't.
a Kobe type level, right? But the amount of training and preparation that goes into what they're doing,
Dude,
like
they don't do shit else.
on a
They don't have
every
to go
other
to
day
work.
basis, to travel to a different city
Bro, they
every
ain't
other
even
night.
training
Hard.
no more, bro. You know
Like,
they
It's
ain't
bro,
hard.
training
Yeah,
no
that's a
and
more.
they
lot.
don't
That's a
train
lot
no
on your
more.
body, bro. That's a lot on your body, bro.
Hey,
It
Man,
doesn't even matter.
the
Kent
plumbers was doing
has
it
a
back in the
theory on
70s.
this. Yeah, I wanted to like you've pitched me a theory on this. I don't know if it's been on the pod before or not, but as far as like players why they get hurt in the overtraining and stuff like that happens today. So I don't know if you want to talk about.
I'm gonna
Oh,
send
yeah,
something to you,
Paul
bro, that
George said
me and
it.
you already watched, and I want you to share it with them. And actually, you can play the first couple minutes, but me and you kind of talked about this a few weeks ago. I don't know if you did share it with them, but with Gilbert Arenas, he kind of broke down it to a T, and he was like, "Guys, not training anymore. This Zion is a perfect fucking example. They're not
Well,
training no
no, but
more."
I don't even say that, man. I think guys, you got to think about it. Guys have their own trainers, and then they're training in the NBA, right, with their teams, and then they're practicing, they're conditioning, they're doing their weightlifting, they're doing all that shit. But then now they're traveling,
I don't even think they doing
and
that
then
much,
it's
bro.
it's
They ain't
bro.
doing that much, bro.
Honestly, it's a lot of travel. It's a lot of up and down, hotel, gym.
Nope.
It's a lot of
Excuses.
bro. I'm telling
Excuses.
you,
Damn
like if you
excuses. Yeah.
travel, nah, bro. Listen, if you travel, like if you travel on a plane, brother, and I not just you got to think about traveling, not just on no goddamn vacation. Like I'm
But they
talking
was
about, like
doing
if
this
you
back in
travel
the
for
day when
work.
they couldn't
Thank
even
you,
travel
bro.
commercial.
When you
Thank
travel for
you.
work, bro, that shit is exhausting, bro. You're exhausted.
Bro, they
I'm
ain't
not saying
even
it's
Think
playing
about
not, but
doing
back
they
that
to
shit
couldn't
backs,
do
every
this
bro.
other
back in the
day,
day.
bro.
Bro, these
Like I'm
guys ain't
telling
even
you,
playing back
you're
to
getting
backs,
checks.
bro.
What do you mean they're not playing back to backs? They do play back to backs. It's just every
They
other
ain't
day.
playing like they used to play back to backs back in the day, is what I'm saying. They
Well, it's
barely
not as
playing back to
many.
backs. And if
Hey,
It's
they
not
do
as
got a back
many
to back, the fucking superstar sitting out one of the motherfucking games.
because the man just played fucking 39 minutes the other
Man,
game.
get your ass in the gym and get your endurance up.
Timo, man,
Simple.
let them know how you feel for real. Like, come on.
No,
Get your ass in the
I agree
gym.
with you. I agree with you, but the problem is, bro, is they're overly worked. When you're literally just like constantly doing basketball shit for fucking 7 hours, then playing a game. Not saying that they shouldn't be able to do that, but bro, over 82 games, traveling to
It's
fucking
me.
32
Bad.
different cities.
My bad. Hold on, Ken. I'm gonna
These
find it and
players
send it to you, bro. My
these
bad. Give me
players
a minute. I'll
can't.
leave and come back. I'll be back. But I want to make sure y'all see this shit. It's a good
Yeah,
topic for debate and discussion too.
No.
yeah. I just think these players can't keep up with that shit. Like they can't keep their primes as long.
They can't keep their what?
They can't keep in their prime as long because of how much they have to like prep and train and
And
shit all
it's
the
to the
time to
point.
put
What's
into
your
the
point
sport.
guard name that was in the league too? He was really good from Cali. He broke the NBA McDonald's All American game with assists. God, he had a box. He played. He was good, bro, but he ain't played that long.
You said from
But
Cali.
yeah, gosh, point guard. Recently too. Recently.
Who we played for?
Who bro?
Talking
Who
about
the
Brandon
bro?
Gray.
His last was it Coven? Gosh, was he on the podcast with Gilbert Arenas, bro? Got a whole bunch of tattoos.
Oh,
He
McCann.
dated Tiana Taylor first, and
McCann.
then no, the other guy, he a
Shane
point
Brown.
guard.
Oh, Jennings, Brandon Jennings.
Yeah, Brandon Jennings. Actually, you know what Brandon Jennings said he would do if he was still in the league right now?
Hmm.
He wouldn't fucking train either. He would spend as much time as he could on conditioning, getting in shape, so he can outlast everybody else and not shoot everybody. All he said he would do is shoot jumpers, and he would fucking run maybe 10, 12 miles a day. So he would endurance himself. He said that's pretty much all you need to do in today's game. Guys ain't lifting weights like that. They ain't putting up shots like that no more. They ain't
See, but
really.
that's the problem. That's the problem though, because when you get in the playoffs and you get against the dudes that are doing all the work, you get exposed, and
Man,
that's what you're
these
starting to
guys are
see. You're
getting
starting to
paid
see them dudes on
handsomely.
Minnesota getting exposed. You're starting to see dudes, that are supposed to be doing something in the playoffs, and they talk that big shit in the media, and they get their ass in the playoffs, and they get that ass tapped. You know what I'm saying? Giannis, All them boys was talking all that hot shit over there in Milwaukee. They got their ass blasted first round.
They lost cause Giannis wanted to fake like he was hurt. And when it was time for him to fucking play, them 2 games he said out Jimmy bust they motherfucking ass. He gonna play when the back against the wall and Jimmy bust that ass again. That's good for them. I'm happy they lost. Giannis should have fucking played. He gonna play. He played what, the first half, hurt his back, and then played the second half. Then he gonna miss 2 games. Fuck out of here. And one of the games was the travel game too. So this man had at least 3 or 4 days off. Fuck out of here. Yeah, get your ass in home.
Right quick.
He should have came back 4 games.
I got this Paul George had to say about load management, and then we can play this. This is what Timo just sent me. Oh, let's go here.
Another thing he said, I'm about to meet the Heat coach. I want you to watch that too. That's a good one too. Pat Riley don't play
was like the norm.
They're going out and hanging out in the club,
practicing
type shit, out on
hard.
South Beach. Bitches in the gym.
Good.
School
days,
what's his
on
name?
training
Darren,
camp, like, that
what his
was
name?
just-
Darren Wright or something, right? He was good too. He was a great role player, hell of a shooter. But he'll tell you how he got to Miami. He thought the shit was gonna be sweet. Coming to South Beach, he said out of 4 years he was in Miami, that bitch probably hit the beach 2 or 3 times his whole career down there. Pat Riley ain't play that shit, but you finna get in the gym. Your percentage is low this year from the free throw line, not the free throw line, but the field goal percentage and 3. Oh yeah, bro, you shooting out the practice. Give me 2,000 shots. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no go home.
Like,
Say when they when they got home, they was too tired to fucking hang out. He said, bro, people don't realize when the other teams come to Miami and play the Heat, they in the club. You see them guys out more than you see Miami Heat players. And they be like, bro, why y'all don't hang out? Why y'all don't go out? Pat Riley ain't having that shit. He say, bitch, you fuck around and go out if you want to. You're gonna get it up out your ass at practice. You gonna think twice for it come to pop some bottles next time, Miami. You better do that shit in the on vacation.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me play this right quick. Can y'all hear this?
I hear it to me, and I enjoyed it, and I loved it because it helped prepare me mentally. It helped prepare me physically. Like it prepared my body for what was to come in a long season. And I think now they're like teams don't really practice. You know, we're not getting up and down. You know, there's just it's a lost art when it comes to that hard practicing. And I think that's why there's so many injuries that's going on because guys that have a high low day and then a completely off day and then a high low day. You know, back then it was you practice hard, you got a game. You practice hard, you got a game. Then you might have a day off. Then you come right back to it. So I feel like your body just built the callus and that you were prepared for a long and rough season to where injuries like, you know, there wasn't that many injuries. There wasn't time to take a load off because you felt good to play. You know what I mean? And I think now it's just it's tough. It's tough because it's almost the reverse. They think by giving us time off, it's helped managing our bodies. But in honesty, I think it's just making us weaker as players without putting that load and strain to our bodies.
Yeah, that's what I want y'all to hear. What y'all think about that? I mean, from what I've seen, and I mean, I don't know this scientifically as a fact, but boy, shows seem true.
Yeah. I wonder, I'm kind of confused because I feel like they're forcing Paul George to sit out. He's not like agreeing to that. Like he's kind of putting all the responsibility on the team. It sounds like the players a lot of time, especially the Clippers probably being the main team, they seem like they're in coalition with the team as far as like sitting out, and it's a thing that they will collaborate on. At least that's what it appears like from the outside looking in.
I don't know what extent the player has to say, look, I'm playing today, Mo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they would tell if there's injury. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Now compared to the team doctor saying, you just gonna, game such and such, you gonna sit out. I don't know how much leverage they have. So that part I personally don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting. And then also it's kind of hard to we're not really identifying how much that work schedule grinded certain guys out of the league, and where they didn't feel the fatigue during the season or whatever we're describing, the wear and tear during the season, because their bodies were like constantly going. Long term, they may be feeling those effects. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's an interesting point. I don't really know. Yeah, I don't know really which side I land on, but I think if we just look at it from his perspective, there could be there could be bigger consequences. It's kind of like with work every day. You're constantly going to work, but then on your days off, you finally relax. You're like, God damn, I'm fucking sore shit. I don't even know how I get up and do it Monday to Friday sometimes.
Yeah, so it's like, I think you got a good point there. I didn't ever think about that because you know you get these old football players. I mean, football is different from basketball, but even basketball players sometimes, you know, getting their 60s and 70s can barely walk. You know what I'm saying? So I think you got a good point right there on that.
Adrenaline's probably not the right word, but something kind of like parallel to that, because you know how like when you're consistently going, and like I played through football injuries that then after the game I'm like, I have no idea how the fuck I was playing on this leg. It's unbearable, but it's because in the moment I'm consistently going nonstop.
It's warm.
What was that?
I say it's warm and the adrenaline.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I'm saying, and then in between there, you're having less downtime. So I just don't want to credit it all to adrenaline, because I can't really say that overnight and shit like that. Why these players, to Paul George's point, why he felt more healthy in general. But I could definitely speak to why day in, day out, like while he's doing the physical activities, why he felt better. Adrenaline and shit like that. But
I think, when you first do it, let's say twist your ankle, I mean, it takes time to swell up and, you know, all those different things. So, and then you still playing on it. But then when that thing get the rest and the, you know, it's trying to repair it. I mean, repair itself. That's when the you know, it tighten up and all those different things right there. That's what I think.
Yeah, facts.
You're right.
Years now, and I was able to get matched up from a therapist in like
I thought you had premium. Why are we watching ads right now?
They ask you questions.
You guys think the league is soft now?
Oh, this is Gilbert Arenas one.
The NBA is soft as Sherman. Golly.
Be honest, soft. No, I wouldn't necessarily call it.
What would you call
it?
Hey, Timo, I know we probably can't watch the whole thing, like 13 minutes long. Is there any specific point in here?
Nah, I would have to go back and watch it to give you a specific point.
Guys are better actors now.
Well, hold up. By the way, does it make him soft because he don't want to speak on whether it's soft or not? Just want to point that out.
Oh, you know his son play.
Go to the next guy.
Son play for the Rockets, I think.
Yeah,
we're going to talk about how soft it is, but they want to tiptoe around it being soft. So it's like, okay, fine, we can let it go though.
King Martin, if you know King Martin, you know he wasn't soft.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't.
Change the way you play, freedom of movement, and so we had a discussion before. Like, there's certain aspects of the game that I would still like to see.
Guys use it more strategic now to their advantage, as opposed to like really being soft. They faking
because
make it
like
look like
then,
a soft league.
like late in the 90s, early 2000s. Like I came in 2000. I got drafted 2000. We never wanted at no time to let anyone think that you had an advantage. I'm saying, no matter what it was. So it wasn't no flopping, like whatever it was, like we're gonna hold our ground, we're gonna knock you down, we're gonna stand
real quick.
At no point.
Real quick. I'm sorry.
I wanted Gil or Shaw to think that.
Yep.
Real quick, that ain't the right video. The video is the one I'm sending you now. To watch this one.
Nice.
That's a good video too, though. But this is the one I wanted.
The video that we're just now watching was a good example why women should not talk about sports. She hopped in here immediately. Said, "Yeah, they're just fake soft now, right? What the fuck does that even mean? Why would they be fake soft?"
I feel you.
I'm just saying. I watch podcasts where there'll be sometimes like Joy Taylor. I love her. She can talk about whatever she wants to talk about, but sometimes the women in sports be wild.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Yeah,
but, the great ones, the Diana Taurasi's and the Sue Birds.
Yeah,
talk
about it.
I don't see more heart than them than some of these goddamn stars we want to praise in the men's.
Yeah, for sure.
But my bad. Get back to the video, bro. I'm sorry.
No, you good. I'm looking it up right now.
And when you finish,
hey, and Doris Burke. Let's not move on before we talk about the Queen Doris Burke. You already know.
Yeah, I love Doris Burke.
Yeah, she's a legend.
There's a guy, the nursing home said he went to high school with her, and and she beat the crap out of him on the basketball floor.
Yep, she played and she was a hell of a coach.
Legend. You could tell. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off, fellas. After I'm gonna see y'all opinions on the one I just sent.
Oh yeah, sir. No, I understand.
Definitely appreciate y'all boys convo, the debates. I love all this shit,
Yeah.
man. It's just so late. You feel me? I got out of bed with the wife. Actually, come on. You feel me? But she sleep right now, so we good. I just ain't gonna stay on as long as I used to. But I love it though. I love y'all boys, man. I love y'all different point of views, and you know what I'm saying. This topic of discussion, I love this shit all day. You feel me?
We get, hey man, if you ever get down this way too, we got to sit down in the. I don't know if you see my podcast, but we do it in the.
Yeah, send it to me, bro. Can't send me a couple clips, man. I'll love to check it out, man, and support you for sure, bro.
For sure, yeah. I love, and also you already know, I'd love to have you come in and sit down one day. I know it's a drive, but if you ever have a reason to slide down the way,
I got you. Yeah, I got some peoples down there too. I got family in Northport, so
perfect.
That ain't too far from y'all. But yeah, man, keep pushing, bro. Don't stop, bro. Be consistent as possible. Keep putting out content. I don't care if it's good or bad. Content is content. Content is better than no content. You feel me? So
yes, sir. No, you already.
I love it, bro. I support you all day. If y'all gotta like, follow, subscribe, or do something, just let me know.
Yes, sir.
I gotta pay for the subscription on Twitch or whatever it is. Let me know. I'll do that too, man.
You're the man for that. What's this one? This is the other video?
Yeah, that's the one I really wanted y'all to show. I sent the wrong video the first time, but that's a good topic of discussion though too. Yeah, it's the real one right here.
Good players.
These guys are operating as just straight killers and hoopers. You should be out there. They played in a different league. The game was a half-court game. It was slowed down. You got time to recover within a game, possession to possession. I have a whole different take. I think analytics has sped this shit up beyond, I think it's damaging their body as well, because you don't get that recovery, bro, game to game. The season should have got shorter. That's what they should have done. The season should have got shorter, and they should have had like a 50-game limit, right? The 50-game minimum. I don't see superstars. I was looking at this yesterday. I don't see these superstars, especially vets. The regular season has become Survivor for these guys with their body, with the way the game is being played, with how much they're operating on the perimeter. You got 7-footers like AD, KD, moving with guards for the course of a game, closing out, rotating. It's tough, man. It's taxing on the body, especially for guys that have that mileage. LeBron didn't play 55 games yet. AD hasn't hit 55 yet. Dame, PG haven't hit 60. Harden hasn't hit 60. Like, you're looking at a group of superstars and veterans that I don't even think it's possible to hit 65 anymore.
Well, that's because they're deconditioned.
I don't think so.
Yeah. I've watched NBA. I watched NBA practices and stuff. That is not practice anymore. They're coming in. They're doing shooting drills with the coaches, 15, 20 minutes. Their bodies are not even in shape to move like it used to.
Yeah, really.
Like they said, practice should be harder than the game.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's just like going out there and playing. We're going to hurt ourselves.
But they're training different in the offseason. They're training more.
They're not training at all.
Yeah, they're not training. I don't think they're training.
Individuals. I'm saying
they're
individuals.
not training at all anymore.
They're getting their strength in for 45, 60 minutes.
Man, I used to run 5 miles a day to get ready for in shape. Like, I used to do bleacher work.
Yeah.
Right? Now they're saying the game is played faster. Correct. But if you take a guard, if you follow a guard, we were running about 2.1 miles per game. Right. We did about 2.5 miles. Dude, these guards are doing a mile 5 at best. The reason why is the 3-point line to the 3-point line is fucking shorter.
You guys also play
than
40 minutes.
Layup and guarding someone coming for a layup. Yeah. So think about what I'm saying. 3 to 3, right?
Yeah.
He's coming down shooting 3. He's coming down and shooting 3. Versus I'm attacking all 94 feet and guarding someone coming 94 feet. So we were moving further than the group. That's what I said. It's a mirage of the thinking. These guys are just not in the peak shape they used to be. When you're talking about Michael Jordan jumping and doing what he was doing, plus partying and all that, and you're looking at today's guys and you're sitting at home playing video games all day, no practice. You guys have the most rest. The most rest because everything is, we got to protect your legs, we got to protect.
Load management.
So it's load managing, but think about when you take 3 or 4 days off of shooting.
Yeah.
Right. Your body's aches more. It's all this. It's not ready to fire. And that's what I seen.
But I'm thinking from a standpoint of the way the game is played, Brandon. Like you guys as guards to move, like you're saying, from 3-point line to 3-point line. They're accelerating, decelerating at a rapid level. Why do you think guys like Towns and AD they're not? It's not natural for their body to do that, right? You're talking about guards, sure. I'm talking about wings. I'm talking about 7-footers. Like these guys' bodies are, in my opinion, and it's happening in no avail. Like I think this shit is the way the game is being played. I think is messy. I think it's taking a toll on certain guys' bodies. Guys that have mileage, guys that are longer limbed and bigs are being forced to play this small brand of basketball.
I think it's easier though. I think it's easier because, like you said, you ain't got to go all the way down the court. Half of them don't even touch the paint. Like, think about it. They're just, if we can run 3-point line, and go, I'm gonna be in shape all day. That's nothing. But having to go up and down and then picking up 94 feet, like guys are guarding at half.
This is the thing about it. Like if I can come down and just shoot a 3, right? And then Steph Curry comes down and shoot a 3. So neither one of us ever gets past the free throw line. I don't know what the fuck I need a sub for.
Oh, they're playing pickup. That's for sure.
It's,
I'm saying, yeah,
it's hard.
It's easier.
It's harder when I have to go in, lay up, and do all this, and then come back with a guy like Dwayne Wade coming at me, spin moving, cutting through, and then I got to come get hit. It's a harder game where after games, if I felt I didn't get enough running, I was on an elliptical. Yeah. Like it was like when you're talking about we had body weight. There's players that had body weight stuff in. Like you're talking about lifting before games. Mm-hmm. You're talking about like there's no such things as days off. Yeah. Like coach says, all right, we have a day off, right? I still got to go to a 24-hour fitness and get shots up. Yep. I don't have the luxury to rest. I got a demon I got to play the next day. These men, they take 5 days off.
Can't pause it real quick.
So we talk about low management.
These motherfuckers getting paid to build a gym at the crib. What the fuck you doing?
Yeah, I don't know why. That got me.
Like, when the pandemic happened, thank you. When the pandemic happened, Dion was laughing at guys. You guys want to be the best. You guys want to call yourself Hall of Famers, and y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta go to another location to work out. You ain't got the shit on your house. You ain't got common sense to build a sand pit or whatever you need to you work out on your own property. Man, I ain't stop it. And I guarantee you right now, point guard.
You one of the big guys in the league.
Thank you. Guard.
Journeyman, I can kind of see, but I mean, even hell, I still buy a basketball goal. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Excuse me. And I slapped LeBron James for that. Fuck y'all doing hooping on the goddamn sandbag goal for, man. You don't build a motherfucking gym at your motherfucking crib, these boys. Fuck out of here. Yeah, y'all outside shooting in the goddamn driveway. Man, stop that shit. That shit pissed me off too. But I'm guaranteed to tell you right now, ain't no guard in today's game working endurance-wise, conditioning-wise, like guys like Ray Allen, I would say Allen Houston, Reggie Miller, guys that
I wouldn't say none. I'll say there's probably a few.
I guarantee it's less than 10, less than 10 starters.
Yeah.
And you talking about what 60 guys? I guarantee you less than 10 of them are working out like them boys did back in the day. Yeah. And that's how their game was dependent on running out the screen. Motherfucker, you knew when you played against Detroit Pistons, Ray Allen gonna get it up out you on defense, guy, or you gonna be on the bench.
They gonna get it up out
Richard Hamilton. Yes, sir. The guys like that, them boys conditioned for that shit. That's why I say people talking about, oh, he was tired. Oh, that person was tired. Oh man, that's an excuse. Get your ass in the gym, go train off season, make sure your body is ready for you to go in depth long in the playoffs. Especially if you're a starter, a max contract guy, or you a top 15 player in the league, meaning you was on NBA 1, 2, or the third team, all NBA team. That's it. Get in the gym, bro. Sorry.
Yes,
simple as that. No, I feel that.
And again, go ahead. You can watch it.
Oh, no. I mean, one thing that he said, I wanted before I forget, he made an interesting point about them running more during the game and like how far. I never actually thought about that. How many miles runs during the game? I would be because he made kind of like a conclusion that I'd actually be curious to see the actual statistics if they are out there. So something we can talk about at some other point or whatever.
Then,
yeah, go ahead.
No, you finish up.
Well, I mean, I wonder if the statistics are out there to see how much an average guard today runs in a NBA game. Because he made a conclusion that I'm not sure if I agree with. Because he said, "Oh, they run from 3-point line to 3-point line," so he made the conclusion it's probably less, or he's saying it's definitely less.
He's saying it's less because they're not guarding 94 feet.
Less, but I don't know. I'm not sure about that though. I'll be curious to see that. Yeah,
you also have to consider practice in there because they're not practicing as much as well. And what I've always been told is you practice hard. I mean,
you practice hard, the game be easy.
Harder than the game. But they're also not practicing, even if you know what Gilbert's saying is not true, it has to be comparable. But then you also put in practice on there as well.
Sure. Well, I mean, I'm more just curious about it from the standpoint I had never thought about that analytics of how many miles the player runs in a game, and if it's more today than it is, that's just an interesting way to from a player's perspective. So I just got to give him that, really.
A lot. No, I mean, I think the common misconception is that's players. Like players aren't coming in like y'all want to take the day off today.
Oh, my bad.
My bad. He's so quiet. I know you didn't hear him.
I think he's kind of full of shit though too. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, damn. We stopped it just for him to
Bro, you would be perfect. You and me, and you would be perfect on every podcast because we need a guy like you and me. A guy like, and yeah, it sounds good, but I'm the guy that's saying I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm on the other shoulder. You know what I mean? The views gonna come for sure. We might not know what the fuck we talking about all the goddamn time or know it all, but people gonna be interested to see what they gonna say because we got some interesting takes, and that's just how I see it, bro. And that's how me on every sport, bro. Everybody want to be the fucking dog, and until it's time to do what dogs do. Like Nick Saban say, everybody want to come to Alabama and think this shit sweet. Yeah, okay. Practice supposed to be way harder than the game. You look at any great team, the 0-1 Miami team, some of the Alabama teams, few of them Florida State teams, some of them Gator teams, every USC, you can name them. Everybody gonna tell you, bro, our best competition was the guys I'm going in and practice every day. If I know I can kill this man all first team, all American, what the hell you think I'm finna do with this regular Joe y'all put in front of me? All right. Thank you. That's how it's supposed to be.
Getting drafted.
That's how it's supposed to be. But yeah, you can go ahead and continue, bro.
Keep trying to protect those dudes. I think a little bit about games. Listen, the team trying to protect their investment.
You can't sit me down. You can't sit me unless I want to sit down.
I just don't feel like it's all.
And that was a good point that you brought up, James, with the Paul George one. He said, Jennings here say you ain't gonna sit me down unless I want to sit down.
Or players walk in there like, I don't feel like doing. I don't feel like playing this back to back. Like in AD's case, especially like AD, we don't want you to play this game. We want to protect our investment. That's what you see.
Hey, I guarantee you say this shit to him. Hey, y'all can have a day off, but you only get paid half you pay. I guarantee you, ain't no more motherfucking.
Thank you.
There ain't no more management. You try that shit, right? Because you like.
No.
Listen, if I let's just say, who's the sorriest defensive team in the league right now? You know.
It might be Dallas right now, bro.
Okay, so I get to play Dallas score 45. Yeah. Who's the number one defensive team?
We went off on that clip. My bad. I ain't even know it did that.
Oh, it ain't you. Was just down commercial.
Now the secret behind any great burger, of course, is in the color, making sure you've got a.
Yeah, I pay for Amazon. I pay for YouTube Prime, bro. YouTube Prime.
Milwaukee.
All right, and then I got Milwaukee the next game. And coach says, "Low."
Oh yeah, I had to turn my card off. Somebody got my card in Singapore the other day.
Okay.
For $21. I got to put a new card on.
That happened to me about 3 months ago, but you'll get it back though for sure, times 10.
You gonna load manage it? Hell yeah! If I get to play offense against the worst defensive team and dodge these, fuck yeah, I'll do that every fucking time, and I get paid. Shit, yeah. But that's what it's. If you start penalizing, say, hey, listen, you can take the game off if you want, but have to pay. Players ain't taking that off.
Right.
But I'm paying you not to come to work. Hell yeah, you're gonna say yeah. Fuck yeah, right?
Yeah.
Shit, fuck yeah. I ain't got to guard that motherfucker today. You know, management.
You know what's
love this new basketball.
I would be in crazy shape today. Like playing today, I would just stay in shape and just shoot jumpers.
Shoot jumpers.
That's it. Just stay in shape the whole summer. I would just run, just stay in shape, just make sure I can last longer than anybody out there.
So what's changed though, and just speaking with trainers and stuff, is players are approaching the offseason differently. It's their strength workout is huge. They're maintaining their, they're building their posterior chain, their glutes, their hamstrings, their back, their core, their upper body. That's like a 45, 60-minute session. It's different from training has changed from the way you guys train. And I think that was the right way to train, the way you guys were doing it, no doubt. But I think, there's extra precaution being taken.
Yeah.
When you know what I mean? Like it's unnecessarily being taken to a point where it's like, you got to prepare these guys now for this melee of threes and layups, up and down, up and down. It's a whole different game, which requires a whole different style of training, which requires a whole different type of recovery, right? So,
but why do you think they're getting hurt so much?
I think the game is broken.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You have the most precaution in the offseason, the most precaution.
Yeah.
Stan Van Gundy said it best. If back in the day, they had maybe one team trainer, maybe two at the most, back in the 80s and 90s, right? Today, every team got at least 10 to 12 fucking trainers. And they got the most damn injuries. Something wrong somewhere. Something is wrong somewhere. Something is broken. There's no way you have way more trainers.
They're not hiring quality. They're not hiring quality people. Though.
Man, the NBA is a billion-dollar machine. They hiring the best.
No, they're cheap.
I think it's the type of trade they're doing. They're not doing the.
There's no way they should have that many injuries this year.
Anymore.
Thank you. It shouldn't be this many injuries. I don't give a damn who they training, who they hiring. It shouldn't be It shouldn't be not this many injuries as it is today. And they got all these goddamn trainers.
So do you think that it's possible that any of the influx of injuries comes from there being more insight, more regulation in professional sports, and people not playing through injuries that in like the 80s, 90s, early 2000s they may have played through, or we just wouldn't even know about because the doctors would cover it up, the teams would cover it up. At this point, we've seen lawsuits come through with like the Kawhi Leonard shit with the Spurs in our lifetime, in recent history with legal issues coming from that. So do you think there's any part of the the numbers that are inflated by that? Just the fact that we're more like
I'm pretty sure it is somewhere along the lines. But with the money the NBA pulls in, just like NFL, the money and the resources they have, you can find some answers really goddamn quick.
Stem cells in that bitch.
Really quick. I don't know what, but you made a great point. But still, they should be having more. They should find more answers than they got today.
Yeah.
Don't just hit me with, this player hurt. Y'all load management. You got 10 to 15 trainers on the team, and the bitch still can't be healthy. No, sir. Some ain't adding up, kid.
I think you know what I'm saying.
I feel that.
I think at the end of the day, when you think about it, you're doing basic movement, squats, deadlifts, bench press. You're strengthening those tendons and everything around them. Now you're messing with a lot more bands, and you're strengthening the tendons and stuff, but not the actual muscle. And that muscle protects the tendons. And I mean, this is obviously just me just throwing it off the top of my head, but they're not strengthening some of those muscles around the tendons.
You're absolutely right.
And stretching plays a big part of it.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. For sure.
Yeah, I think
and we got here, the Heat don't party in Miami, Heat culture. Talk about over here.
All right.
You won a chip with the Heat in 2006. What makes that franchise so special? Obviously, when LeBron was there, obviously you got Shaq and D Wade. Then you had the LeBron area, the Heatles and all that. But now we're looking at this squad, potential to reach their second finals since 2020 without those big marquee names. Like, what makes this franchise so special and just the winning mindset and attitude they have?
Culture. Number one, culture. And I know that's so cliche now. Everybody's screaming culture, but what Pat Riley brought to Miami and, Mickey Arison and Nick Arison giving him the ability to, create these good teams and get these undrafted guys and people we don't know is because, the first thing they're looking at is work ethic, and then they're looking at IQ. So they feel like if you got any type of skill, they could polish that. So that's why you see these guys that you never heard of, be successful in their system. So I really feel the accountability, from Eric Spoelstra, from Pat Riley is one person you don't answer to, and that's OG Pat, and everybody know that. So I think, just the culture that he's built and, the respect that Spoelstra gets from his players. A lot of people like to laugh at my guy, OG UD. He's there for a reason, to keep everything in line and show them the culture. So I just feel like how they install those type of guys like a UD is the reason why they're so successful.
And besides accountability, like what are the cornerstones of that culture? Like what makes that whole machine tick?
We're gonna work. We're gonna work. We're gonna be the nastiest team. We're gonna outwork you. We're gonna be the most in shape team. Jason brought up the weight and body fat. That was every week. Guards had to be 6 and under. Wings had to be 8 and under. Bigs had to be 10 and under.
Damn.
And they hold you accountable to that. If you're not at that number, you're gonna be in the weight room doing 20 minutes of work. That's what they say. You got 20 minutes of work since you can't meet those numbers. Or, the year I was there with Twan, James Posey, they find guys.
They needed some bigs with some more fat. That's the funny thing. I said they needed some bigs with some more fat on them in this series. That's the funny thing.
Yeah, Twan was big too at one point. He had to get down.
Listen to what he said about that shit. And Shaq.
Yeah. That's why probably why Shaq got up out of there.
Yeah,
because they couldn't meet their body fat. So.
I was about to say, man, wait a minute. What about Gary Payton and that group that was the strip club king?
Oh, man.
That strip club group. I'm pretty sure they wasn't meeting that requirement.
Shoot, that boy was going straight to the steam room right after that. You know what I mean? Like, they held everybody accountable. And it used to be hilarious because Shaq, he always had something to say. He was like, man, I bust y'all ass. Skinny Shaq, medium Shaq, and fat Shaq. His body fat's some bullshit. But he bought into it. He knew that was going to make us successful. So, and Pat Riley never backed down to nobody. He was like, this is what it is. And if you can't, meet our criteria or what we ask for, you go find somewhere else.
I know I've had
I respect that.
And that's so when you talk about like the John Morant's getting in trouble or someone's out of shape or someone like Embiid. Like I think if Embiid was in Miami,
oh man,
if Embiid was in Miami, this would be a
total different,
whole nother animal
for sure.
Right, it'd be a whole nother animal because
thinking about going solar, but not sure whether it's worth it for your home. Well,
right now,
before you get
what makes
crazy right now, I'm playing with you though. You're all good. Not bored outside.
Tim slip, fourth quarter is not in shape. That's what they're gonna make sure you're
never gonna get out of shape.
You're never gonna be out of shape.
Ever.
You're gonna be 10% body fat. Right. You're gonna be the best
shape of your life
player the game is gonna see, and they're gonna try to tap into that.
Yep.
And I tell like when I be making comments about ownership, right? Treat your teams like Google would, right? When they do all this, I got $1 million to anybody who can hack our system. The reason they're doing that is they want to see what new hackers are out there so they can add them to their team to make their program better. Same thing. Add pieces to your organization that entices greatness. Right? You can't expect a 23-year-old or 21-year-old to know what greatness is. You have to provide that. Yeah. You have to build a culture. When they come into this culture, they understand it. We can see why everyone's great over there.
Yeah. And everything is about numbers with those guys. That's what Pat said. Everything is a number. If you're at that number, if you're 8% body fat, your chances of being successful is it. So like the analytics and all that stuff, I've been knowing about this since, 04 when I got drafted. So, and they stand on that.
I love the Miami Heat culture as it stands, giving guys chances.
Yep.
Right? And they've done that since the 06. The 06 was a time where they did give some older players the opportunity to come down here, play with Shaq. Shaq just got here. We got to build around him now. Right? It was 3 guys, D-Wade, Lonzo, Shaq. Now they got to bring in pieces. Let's take a chance on GP. Let's take a chance on Posey, blah, blah, blah.
Jay Will.
So you get after that 06 team, you look at and you say, well, we got to rebuild now. That's when D-Wade went for the 30 a game. Just by him by himself. It's like, well, we can still get it out the mud, right? We can still formulate guys who just want to get it, stay grit and grind. Then they get LeBron, right? They get lucky. They get their run for 2-3 years. Now they got to do it again with the same coach. So he brings the culture just like Pop did with the system.
Yeah.
That it's like when you come here, I don't give a fuck how good you are. This is our system, right? So then you inject players who don't get opportunities, undrafted players, second rounders that are like, they don't think you can play. But we're gonna put you in the practice gym. We're gonna fucking train you to death, and we're gonna get you in shape, and you're gonna be the best version of you. Now we're in the conference finals.
Right.
I gotta salute an organization like that.
For sure,
you know what I'm saying?
And you didn't play with LeBron, but you know, if you could just know what you know about that Heat culture, that Heat franchise, how beneficial was that to LeBron in his career? It's the first place he won championships. But it seems, you know, Bron's a hard worker, but it seems now you got to come to that Pat Riley regime. It'll take your shit to a whole other level that'll impact you for the rest of your career.
Yeah, I think what LeBron, I'm pretty sure what he holds his hat on today is the things he learned in Miami. You know, we talked about those guys like Udonis Haslem. That was D-Wade, you know, showing him the way. Because I remember a lot of vets coming in and being like, yo, young fellas ain't the real NBA. And I didn't know. I was green. I'm like, this is structure. You know, I got to be on time. I'm fine. So I think with LeBron going there, he learned how to win. He learned how to carry himself on and off the court. And he learned how to work. You know, real work, you know, preparing. That's one thing about Spoelstra and those guys. They're going to prepare you like crazy. For each player, you're going to know everybody from A to Z. And another thing with their coaches, all those guys are Heat people. Those guys started in the video room and they're working themselves up. All those guys on the bench, the Karans, Malik Allen, Carter, those are players. Chris Quinn started, you know.
All the mind.
Yeah, those are all guys that have been there and know what it takes. So I think that's what a peace of mind that LeBron took from there.
I'm gonna be real. I imagine it's hard, you know, once you get to Miami to want to leave. I could do this for a long time.
I was sick.
Yeah, you
know, I thought I was gonna be there my whole career. Dang.
Did you want to play this whole thing?
Yeah, he finna say something really important next for sure.
Like it prepares you. Like I'm surprised that a lot of Heat assistants haven't been getting those opportunities as coaches.
Yeah, true.
Because you know their regular season is like playoffs to them.
Yeah, Fizz is probably the only one. We seen Chris Quinn name come up. I think I forget what job it was, but his name came up. But yeah, I'm with you. I want to see more of those guys get opportunities like the Spurs guys.
It's the same. It's the two same
thing.
Same thing.
And last question I got for you: talk about the pressure, the hard work, all that stuff. Did you ever see any guys crumble in that situation?
Oh yeah.
You don't got to name no names, but is there any stories in particular you can remember of players not being able to having to ring that bell and tap out?
Listen, man, it was a guy that was on the highlight that we watched in the beginning. He seen me in LA. He was like, yo, I'm thinking about signing in Miami. I knew what type of person this dude was. I was like, don't sign. I'm like, bro, it's
oh shit, my bad.
It's different. He's like, you think so? But it's Miami. I say it's Miami, but it's not Miami. And they sent his butt home like in the first 2 months.
What that mean is Miami, but it's not Miami.
You think Miami, you see South Beach and all that? Nah, you're gonna be too tired to do that. You're gonna be, you know, you're gonna be taking a nap after practice. Yeah, real talk.
But that's the information, like for the show, like we give Jews, right?
Yep.
So a lot of the guys, the people who watch, they don't know who we are. They don't know the grind, right? You came out of high school, right? So like the thing you had to prepare for it, and then you got to Miami, like talk to them about like that part, like what the expectation was, and you coming out at that time, what that looked like.
I think the biggest thing is, you know, me coming out of high school, being this great high school player and thinking I'm going straight in, I'm going to play, it's going to be the same like high school. And it's like, no, you got to wait. I'm like, what you mean? So I'm in there with Keith Atkins doing 3 workouts a day. Practice at 10. I got to be on the court taping ready at 8:30. So I go all the way, hour and a half to practice hard. Then it's like, young fella, come get some more shots up. All right, now go to the weight room. So it was consistent every single day like that. And at the time, being an 18-year-old kid in the league, you think you're on punishment. Like, this ain't the NBA. I thought it was about to be sweet. And, you know, I used to ask so many questions like, why I'm not playing? It's like, you were drafted off potential. You're not ready. So that's kind of what it was, a real grind. And it breaks you down mentally, but they also building you up. So that mental toughness, you know, was a mother when I left, because it's like, if I went through that, I could go anywhere else in the NBA and be successful. And the number one thing, when I went to different teams, you want to know what the coaches has always had me do? Okay, you talk about that Miami Heat culture. You tell the guys like what you had to go through. So I was always explaining to my teammates, you know, this is what it takes to be a champion. This is what it takes to be successful. You got to work every single day. It's no days off. So that was something that was dope that I was able to take with me.
people don't understand. You said it when they told you we drafted you off potential.
Yes.
You're not good right now. We think you're going to be here.
Exactly.
You're here. We think you're going to be here. So we're drafting you, whatever pick we're going to draft you with, to build you to be the best. And we think if you can get to this level, you are going to be.
Exactly.
And I don't think people really understand that when they say, oh, you're the number 1 pick, the number 2 pick, the number 5 pick. You had to be the best player in the draft. No, that's not how that works. You wasn't the best player in the draft, but at this age versus this person's age, oh yeah, you're at 18 versus this guy at 18, he was in high school, he had to go to college, so you are in front of him. If we can build you up by the time you turn 21, you will be here.
Exactly.
And that's what the potential means. And like Miami, like I really get it. Like this is South Beach, everyone want to be in South Beach. Yeah. But this job right here, oh no! By the time you get out of this, brother, you don't got no time.
You don't know what that
going
looks like.
there. Yeah, you don't know what that Miami looks like. You got to wait for the summer for that.
Real talk.
And I think that's the reason Pat Riley is the way he is. Because he understands he's battling an element that this city can consume my investment. And I'm not going to allow my investment to be consumed by a city that doesn't sleep. So I'm going to put in a structure where when they leave here, they think about 10 o'clock. The club about to start at 1 o'clock. Them kids know they got to be here taped and ready at 8:30. Oh, they gonna try it one time, then they're gonna realize we're gonna beat their ass up at 8:30. They don't want to go out.
No.
Look, we was talking about this off camera, but like a city can beat you.
Yeah.
You fly into Miami,
6 men,
right? 6 men, and we all know, like we heard the stories up until the point where you fly into Miami and you hear the vet. No, quick turnaround.
Right.
Don't stall me. Get us down so we can land and go to the club, right? And you get there and you party. But we got Miami Heat and D-Wade tomorrow, right? He already know what to do the rest of. We thinking D-Wade gonna be at the party with us.
Right, exactly.
No, we don't see no Heat players. We don't see no Heat player in sight ever. But we in there, we partying. Girls are sent in to give us the good night treat. And we get up in the next morning, it's Patron and Hennessy. You smell it all on them. Everybody tired, drained out. You done emptied a couple. It's like, shit, man, who we playing tonight? We already lost, but we got
when we played them in the playoffs, right?
Back
Played them in the
to back
playoffs, and we're there. So we're there 3, 4, 5 days. Ain't seen the Heat playing like not no prime 112. Not no
we got
club. Right? We got swept too. Smacked out the goddamn arena.
I was at the mall, out shopping, everything.
No. Heat play like, man, where the Heat at? Right. You already see them during the season. And it really same thing with what's gonna happen in Vegas.
Yeah, same thing.
Whoever gets that, they're gonna put in a system where y'all gonna be in that gym so long and working, and y'all gonna be too tired to really enjoy what the city's about.
Yeah, I've been to the beach on the sand. Be honest with you, 6 years I was there, maybe 2 times. I'm going out there, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Tired as fuck.
And another thing, bro, you can kind of stop the video over.
Like, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna holler at y'all boys until next time or whatever. But that's why, to me, I don't even put these role players, the Heat guys. Yeah, they were undrafted. 7 undrafted players on that team. Maybe even 6, if I'm mistaken. One of those 2 numbers. This was a huge stage for them. But now one of those guys that's on that team, starters, I wouldn't even dare to compare to a guy like Mike Miller, a Jason Williams.
Hell no.
You can say a fat ass Twan. Twan was fat as hell when he got to Miami. He still gave the buckets. You know what I mean? Antoine Walker. Who else?
He knew the game.
Correct. Who was a key role player though? I'm missing one person else too. That was a key role player that knew their job. But if you need the team depended, Gary and Payton. If the team needed them for a huge shot, a huge turnover, a huge defensive play, them boys delivered. And so right now, me watching the game, that's my number one. That's how I feel, bro. I ain't making no excuses for these guys, bro. These guys everybody want to get paid supermax money. You want to be the man. You in Miami. It's a huge market. You gonna get all the off-field endorsements, bro. Don't hit me with this "I'm tired" shit in the fourth quarter when your team needs you the most. They ain't passing the motherfucking ball to Gabe Vincent and goddamn Caleb Martin in less than 2 minutes. No, we need Jimmy buckets.
Exactly. Yeah.
You all NBA. We need you. We ain't pass it. We ain't get you to come in here to hand the ball off and assist on 4 or 5 buckets in the fourth quarter. Hell no. Somebody need to be assisting on your motherfucking buckets. You the man. And see, that's how I feel. I ain't making no excuses for none. But that was a good take, man. And like they right. Whoever get that team in Vegas, good fucking luck. Good fucking luck.
They better
And
go talk
Vegas finna get every major team too. They got baseball coming. The Oakland Athletics probably finna move to Vegas. That'll be their baseball team. Their hockey team about to win the Stanley Cup Finals for the second time in like 5 years. They won it on the expansion team. The Raiders just moved there. You see what happened to Devontae Adams? That ain't not Devontae Adams, but the Riz kid from Alabama.
Whatever name it, Ruggs. Yeah.
Henry Ruggs. Yeah, you see that? Like that shit can easily have. That's scary though, but bro, you're grown. You know right from wrong. You getting paid handsomely. Do your job. It's simple. If y'all want to go back and watch, I don't know if y'all seen Edrin James Hall of Fame speech. It was simple. Do your job. If everybody did their job in America, it'd be a much better place.
Much better place.
Stop worrying about somebody else.
That's the Patriots.
Do your job.
I think. Just do your job.
Absolutely. Especially when it comes from a team. It's a team game, bro. We already know the best team, the best players, and the superstar teams don't always win. It's the best team. This Nuggets team is the best team this year from top to bottom. They went through up and down. Yeah, they grew into a well-oiled machine. But we gonna see now the pressure's on. They got a huge target on their back now. Yeah, y'all were a champ. We're gonna see what y'all do next year. That's why I said they win it again next year. Then maybe I consider the dynasty. Just throwing it out, but just throwing dynasty out there off one chip. Hell nah. Like I told one of my other homeboys. I say, bro. I told my wife this too tonight. I say, Denver is one of those cities. When you growing up, I know all of us love. I don't know about y'all, but I love watching Inside the NBA with Ahmad Rashad.
Oh yeah.
That was my bro. Did you know? I was telling one of my friends, like, bro, I ain't for the. When I was a kid, all the way to like 15, maybe even 16, bro, I couldn't name no damn player on Denver Nuggets whatsoever besides Mutombo. When he was screaming and grabbing the ball, they won their first playoff series in franchise history back then. When he was on the court crying back in the day. But you know the Denver Nuggets off Rocky. I was mad as hell tonight. They ain't have my boy on the stage. But nobody know Denver. We know the mascot though.
Yeah.
We know the gorilla from Phoenix. You know what I mean? Those are two well-deserved mascots. Those fans in those cities deserve to see these teams win. Like, I wouldn't be mad if Cleveland Browns ever won. Look how many games they sell out every year, and they completely suck. They just got on
I'm
up
the
and
best fans in the league. Yeah.
Thank you. Exactly. They dedicate. Same thing with Detroit Lions. I wouldn't mind seeing them win. They've been terrible for so long, but those fans are dedicated. They ain't stopping coming to the games. Man, you talk to some Lions fans, they swear they gonna win it all every year.
Oh yeah.
And be said dead ass serious too. Exactly. You know what I mean? But I just thought those was great videos, man. I love to hear y'all boys' feedback. But I'm gonna listen. I ain't gonna get off. I'm done talking because I'm gonna go back in the house or whatever and chill. But I'm gonna check in and listen to y'all, and I'll type in the chat if I got something to say. But man, I appreciate y'all boys tonight. It was great. As always. Y'all
I'm
boys
about
be
to jump
easy,
off
man.
myself.
Yeah, I'm about to jump off too, but no, it was great though. That video was fire as fuck though, honestly.
And see, bro, that's all I watch. I seen Kent. Ask Kent how many videos I just be sending him around 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. He be, I know, bro. Be like, damn, this nigga still up.
I do be like, God damn. But so half the time my ass be up. And when I hit you back, I'll be like, that nigga probably like, oh damn, that nigga up too.
Exactly, I do, bro. I be up all times of night, but I be watching videos like that, man. And I know this ain't sports related, but bro, I seen 2 videos that night that I would think would benefit everybody that was on the podcast tonight. It'll benefit everybody in general. And y'all can go back and watch it too. I'll send Kent the links for it. But Joe Budden, to me, he's one of the best interviewers on this planet. He definitely has some of the best content on YouTube. But he interviewed Mike Tyson, last week. Amazing story, bro. I'm gonna send it to you. It's only 100 minutes long, so it's a little over an hour, about an hour and a half or whatever. But man, Mike Tyson is he probably is the most wise athlete I ever heard speak. And he's definitely one of the most intelligent athletes I ever heard as well.
Yeah, sure. I see that video.
Please, I'm gonna send it to you. I want you to send it to everybody else. I wish y'all boys can send me y'all numbers too, or whatever. Send me friend requests, Facebook or whatever, bro. And you know what I'm saying? I'll share all this information with y'all. But that's one interview I watched. So I watched like 4 interviews last night, and then the second interview was he interviewed a survivor from 9/11. This guy was on the 64th floor when the plane hit and survived. He made it out the building. Amazing, unbelievable story. But it has so many life lessons in it, so much knowledge. And that's what I watch. But I don't really watch TV like that. I like to hear other people's stories, other people's journeys, what makes them great. You know what I mean? And, everybody has a different walk of life. You know what I mean? But we all human. We all make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I like to do, man. So if y'all have some amazing stories y'all want to share with me or whatever, it can be anything, sports related, non-related, whatever, please hit me up. But I kind of send Kent stuff like that all the time. In the third and final interview he did, he interviewed the actual Navy SEAL that pulled the trigger and shot Osama bin Laden. When I tell you, I don't know how the hell he got this interview, but it was so much information that I'm pretty sure the federal government and the CIA would wish that never came out. But it's amazing story. And I mean, me saying amazing doesn't serve it no justice. It's beyond amazing, if you ask me. But I'll make sure I send it to Kent. Y'all can send it to each other, and we can talk about this on the next podcast or whatever. But man, y'all boys be easy. Like I said, I'm still listening if y'all ain't gonna get off. If y'all get off, good night. See y'all boys next time. Y'all be easy, man. Love y'all boys and keep grinding, fellas. Let's be great.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm about to jump off this thing. I gotta get up 5 o'clock.
All right, boys. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, you
All
too,
right,
man. All right, bro.
One.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's another podcast by Gates Open Media in conjunction with Mr. Timo. We had Sitting Politic and we had Deuce Andretti. Y'all ever want to come on? I put the link in the chat. And with that being said, we're gonna finish things. End this thing out how we always do it. My son's song. Man, he working on some loose stuff now. Project Julio. Anti-flow on all streaming platforms. Y'all go get that.
I'm never free with the one, and I'm not rapping for fun. I'm not popping with guns, I just pop up with puns. I hang with Jesus the Son, the devil trying to be done. It was a 3-on-1, then lightning crashed like thunder. You gon' burn and live right under. You just cannot win this, cause it is finished. Look, draining my life, then God replenish. Say you were God, you should've stayed in your place. But that's not the case, so clean your mouth out. I'm not talking toothpaste. Look, in present tense, I'm making the ground shook. Got verses after verses, but I'm missing a hook.
Have you ever read his book? Read the Rainbow, go ahead and take a look. Feeling bars, just call me alcoholic cook. Spitting like a pro, but I'm really just a rookie. I got me a weapon and it ain't got no steel, straight leather. And this is how it feels to spit something real. Make these demons squeal. High pitch, false chord inserted right here.
On the forehead got a seal, yelling to you dogs and to make you all heal. When the underbelly's yellow like banana peels. Try your best not to get caught up in your feels. Barking at you big like I'm trying to sign a deal. Yes, you got a line, but you're missing all the reels. Then some fake people come and they'll just appear.
Y'all finna fill them with God fearing kind of fear.
I gotta stop this. I'm feeling nauseous. Getting sick of this flow, I keep on coughing. I got a feeling we're old like Tupac and Biggie in the prime of hip hop and this coffin. On that Brooklyn bowl spitting at him with acrylic. Gotta paint a picture then rate him like mad feeling. Stay up fed, you own my ceiling. Jesus died, but he is risen. A rock can't stop my God, he's not in the tomb, he's gone.
Hello? yeah, that's me. No. The whole thing was me. Yeah, I mean, shoot, like.
No, yeah, no, but it might blow up. You know, it might blow up. Like I don't know, but it might. Yeah, I might make a part 2.
Yeah. That is it, folks, and we'll be back later this week with some more content. With that being said, we'll see y'all next time. Yeah.